always, you can define those travels as you can. What's going on, everybody? Hello, all the wonderful gogglings, gogletites, gogorific type people. And yes, that is my band, The Road. That is Yellow Wood off of our first album, Drift. And my name is Arvin Elleron, and this is Pen and Pixels, the show which is focused on story and narrative in games. And this is actually the continuation of Torment. And I have to say that I know that I had not planned on doing a bunch of long series on this show, but I've ended up doing a bunch of long series on this show because it's what it sometimes takes to be able to get through some of the stories that we have here. But I've been really enjoying it, and I hope you guys have as well. When Torment, which we're doing right now, is finished, I'll be moving back to a much shorter game in Star Trek Judgment Rights, and that'll be the next thing up on the docket. But I have been enjoying it. I hope you guys have been as well. Yes, Goglet, it's Gogarinos. That's a good one. I like that, Gogarinos. So thank you guys so much for being with me. This is episode 83, by the way, of the show. And I should say that Torment is, in fact, part of the summer promo. So it is part of the promo list. So we are, in fact, doing... we're doing God's work here by making the summer promo available to everybody. And this is a game that I would recommend if you have not already tried it. Torment Tides of Numenera is an excellent game that I've been enjoying quite a bit, especially if you like the original Planescape Torment. This is in the same feel. Now, I would not say that it's not a direct sequel in terms of story. The setting is different and all that kind of stuff. But the feel of this kind of crazy, over-the-top, you never really know what's going to happen next in the world sort of thing, that definitely fits in terms of what this is. And so I would highly recommend it from that point of view. Gogglings, Goglins, or Gogoyos. Yeah, I like all those. Those are all good possibilities. But welcome into the stream. If you haven't already done so, please consider following the channel. Please consider subscribing to the channel as well, because there's a lot of awesome things, awesome emotes and stuff like that you can get. And please consider checking us all out individually, because we have individual stuff as well, which can really help with, just can kind of help support us on an individual level, even when GOG does not happen to be online. So that will happen as well. One quick shout out, by the way, to Dizzy. Dizzy Plays was kind enough to help set up Moobot for me today, which is good. I am streaming using XSplit for the first time in a long time. I used OBS for a long time, and then I got this big problem with my webcam desyncing. You guys may remember the last couple of weeks I've been struggling with that. So I finally got sick of it after a bunch of changes, and so I went back to XSplit, for which I have a lifetime license. And after about 4 hours on Sunday, transferring everything over, at least both of them are set up and ready to go now. I'll now actually be able to have this thing working with both of them and a present to happen. And yes, I do have my webcam, but I'm just making sure that I've got all this set up. And haha, there is my webcam. What's up, everybody? Good to see you all. And yes, so XSplit is working. So if there are any kind of oddities or quirks, please let me know, and I will try to get them fixed up. But I'm actually enjoying having a program that doesn't cause my webcam to desync after about 15 minutes. That's really joyous. And so I'm looking forward to... Oh my God, Virgie. So I'm looking forward to actually getting a chance to try it out. I like XSplit. I've really liked the new sort of iteration, because I hadn't used XSplit as my main streaming program for over a year. And they've changed a lot, I have to say. OBS has really pushed them in a lot of good ways. And the only thing I need to work on is resizing some things, because resizing some of the windows, especially windows with moving like HTML code or things like that, is a little wonky for me. I still have to get it down. But otherwise, everything is working the way that it should be. I've tried it out. I've streamed a couple of times on my channel using it, and it has been good. So that's great. So Torment today, we're going to continue with this, and I do just want to make one quick shout out. I already did this on my own channel, but I want to give a quick shout out to my son, Kalen, who is a year old today. June 6th, 2016, he entered the world, and so he has now been on this planet for a year, and is one of my two wonderful kids. You guys know my daughter, known as Little Arv, also my daughter Senevine is her real name, and my son Kalen, who is known as Mini Arv, better known as Mini Arv. So he is a year old today, so I want to give a shout out to my son, wish him happy birthday, and maybe he will make an appearance on GOG. I know, Dizzy, I had a bunch of people today that were like, what? It's been a year? But yeah, he's a year old, which is crazy, but he's been a really great kid. He's a really fun kid. Yeah, and I'll just spend the next 3 hours talking about him. So buckle up. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. But with no further ado, I think the time has come, folks, for us to head over to the screen where we can get some work done on Torment and continue our playthrough. And one last announcement, I almost forgot this. Next week, a week from today, during the show on Tuesday the 20th, I will be playing Dungeons & Dragons with the GOG stream team. So we'll be back with D&D, with Darksaber, with Screaming Joypad, and with Pyron Jade as they continue their adventures through Storm King's Thunder. That's been a lot of fun. And I will also quickly put in a plug for next week on Tuesday on my channel will be the opening of the Adventures in Middle-earth campaign. I'm running a Tolkien campaign on my channel twice a month, Tuesdays before this show on my channel, and it is sponsored by the company. It's actually sponsored by Cubicle 7. It stars Trendane, who some people will know here, Terry Toons, very talented cartoonist, and stars Will from Encounter Roleplay, the Twitch channel, and stars that Bronze Girl, who is another Twitch streamer. So I'm really excited. These are a good group of people, and it's going to be fun times. Tolkien for the win with the new Adventures of Middle-earth system, so it's going to be awesome. So that'll be happening next week, and then we'll be doing, as I said, D&D with GOG right on this channel. Now, with that said, let's get over and get started with Torment. Inquisitor. Well, look, you know, the hope, I guess, is that we'll be able to manage both things, you know, that we'll be able to get him to like both those things, both understand the way the world is and hopefully the way the world can be. Maybe we'll get both of those things in play. All right, let's start up Torment first, and then I want to get chat fixed up on this window. Yeah, the smooth fade, I know, but I do have one thing I have to fix with chat, which I will do in just a second. I was born old. +1 to leveling up. Yeah, somebody said that levels 1 to 18 are the hardest levels. I don't know if that's true, but... Not sure if that's true, but I thought I'd mention it. Okay. Lovely. Alright, so that all looks good. I just need to get this working. So, let's see if we can do this properly. Let me see if I can test this out. So we're going to put this... No. I'm going to put that over there. We're going to do this quickly. I'm just going to get the chat on screen. As I said, bear with me. We're going to put that right on there. There's a lot of aliasing, yeah. Well, I am doing the full dynamic range, so I'm toying with it a little bit, Dizzy, I guess I would say. So yeah, that's part of it. Okay. So now if I did this right. Okay. Okay, I think I did this right. So now we should have, I don't actually know why that didn't pop up there, but I got it fixed. So now we've got chat on there, so lovely. There we go. The colors look great. Yeah, I did full dynamic range. If you're it's a C920. See, the thing about this that really annoyed me was that this camera, the C920, is, I would say, probably used by a good 60 to 70% of the people streaming on Twitch. It's a very good standard webcam. It's probably not the absolute best that exists in the world, but it's recommended by a lot of professional streamers. It's what many of them use. And it was working fine for me until about 2 weeks ago when all of a sudden it just started to not work on OBS. And truthfully, I've never been 100% happy with how OBS handles my webcam anyway, because if I do a local recording or if I do stuff through Skype, the video pops and looks, you know, but it makes kind of a difference. So, you know, we'll see. So that's kind of the thing. So we'll see how that works. But really, there are a lot of similarities between XSplit and OBS also. There's just different little quirks in how they handle things. For example, XSplit is very aggressive on the snap to grid stuff. If you move windows around the screen, it's very aggressive on, it doesn't just do one grid, like anything that has a grid, any window sizing or shaping or anything like that, it's going to snap to, which is sometimes useful and sometimes a little confusing. You can obviously turn all that off if you want, but it's the kind of thing that when you get used to it, I can see it being that much more powerful. It has in the bottom of the window, it has my CPU usage running all the time, but it also has my GPU usage, which is interesting. So it's actually telling me percentages of both CPU and GPU. So, you know, I'm going to be using OBS probably still when I'm on the road, and I liked OBS Studio, obviously, but this webcam thing was just bothering me. And I finally got to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to deal with this garbage anymore. And I had a lifetime license, which I got when it was on sale. There was a lifetime license sale on XSplit, and I got that like a year and a half ago. XSplit has always handled consoles better for me. So, you know, we're going with XSplit. And now, we're going with the game. So, when we last left our heroes, I believe I had some secondary quests that I had left to do. Let's see. Right, follow them into the Endless Gate. That was one of them. Alright, we've got Decipher Phoenix's Note. And the owner of the Marecaster. Okay, the cast-off. Alright, so let's see. I've got to remember what I did as far as, like, inventory is concerned and stuff like that. Because... 5143.
If you think that's best.
Alright, let's try this, because I honestly don't remember what I was doing where. So, 5, 1, 4, 3. Let's see where this takes us. Whoa. There's somebody here? Oddwald the Sane. What's up, Broseph? A frail humanoid creature with olive skin, clad in rags wrapped around its waist, rummages about aimlessly, fidgeting with elongated hands. Scattered and frizzy dark strands on its scalp appear to be hair. As you approach, he rears his head, revealing large yellow eyes with tiny black dots that stare back at you gleefully. His smile, wide for a creature of his size, shows a perfect set of teeth as his head moves inquisitively from side to side. "You stand in Oddwald's mind," he proclaims. Its thoughts are strange. No words, only music. Humming, whistling, singing, sometimes with lyrics, sometimes without. They make no sense at all, not even musically. Another carker who's... Hold. He leans forward to look at the strange man. His tattoos slide down his arms, bunching at his wrists as if straining to touch the object of his regard. You're not mad at all, are you? Madness! My friend, I am the sanest man you'll ever meet. The kindest soul, the truest treat. Those who call me out of sanity have gone into that place themselves. I believe my daughter has stepped in behind me. Hey, baby. My other child, whose birthday is not today. You're gonna have to move it back, baby.
Someday it will be my birthday now. Someday.
Someday it will be your birthday, yes.
That day will be long from now. I'm sorry today.
You kind of, honey, can you keep your piles together? That disc on top of this one.
Maybe.
Okay. Is she a bit jelly on baby? No. No. My daughter is not that type, especially because she got lots and lots of cool stuff that she was able to do. You can say hi if you want. They can't see you from there, just your hand. Here, lean this way. There we go. I'm the sanest man you'll ever meet, the kindest soul, the truest treat. Those who call me out of that sanity have gone into that place themselves. What he's saying is that he's had his mind twisted by crossing through higher dimensions, that anyone who thinks he's carked is blind. Is that about the right of it? As I just said. What can you tell me about yourself? Why, my friend, I am Oddwald. Oddwald the Sane, Oddwald the Magnificent, Oddwald the true seer and keeper of the past. The one who knows, the one who remembers, the one who hides, and the one who laughs. He pushes some of his gewgaws around on the floor, creating an intricate pattern. Or perhaps just a mess. They said I was mad. Carkers, my mind a melted machine. When did they come in to see? I did not open the eyes to let them taste the colors of my thoughts, but they swept the knowledge unto me and out of me, and all that's left is dust. He drums in a rhythmic pattern into the dust of the tomb's floor. After a moment, he scatters his assembled junk with a swipe of one hand. The pieces fly randomly, but each lands during one of the beats, and they land in a straight line. Insight, foreknowledge, intuition, a predator's mind trapped in the prey's body. See the puzzle fit together and find the nearest bolt hole. What are you doing here? Doing? All the myriad delights of life lie before me. Breathing, heart beating, observing, digesting, expressing, micturating, pontificating, answering, ruminating. It's a good time to be alive, to be alive. He shoves a piece of his junk. Say I am discovering myself, and the world, and the hidden parts of the universe. Listen, these tombs, I know them. They sing to me. They're new children, the children in their gate. I know of them. I even know the fearful Inaffair. They are not secrets, though they are secretive. Look around you. You see the walls? I see the history, the past, the future, the potential. I line up probabilities, and then I push them around until they are true. And when I understand the patterns, I retain the patterns. So what am I doing here? Learning. He gathers up his junk again. What can you tell me about the children of the Endless Gate? They know me. I know them. And when they come within a tent, when they come as friends, I greet them warmly and keep an open otherwhere at my back. When they come as enemies, they cannot find me. Well, welcome in, Linky Pinky. Well, what's up, X5? Tormented Adventures. Good to see you, X5. These doors to the other worlds, I have opened them. One brought me here. One opened my mind and spilled my thoughts out. One taught me to put my thoughts back in. He hefts a handful of small bones. You don't know where he found them. He casts them on the floor and laughs to himself and scoops them back up. So strange to think of a mind as a place to store thoughts. Only by custom, only by memory. Much better to find a place for your thoughts in the world. Of course, then you have to worry about someone stealing your thoughts. Can you tell me anything useful about the children of the Endless Gate? Theirs is a door that might best be closed, but the opening comes unless... But none close it. Your brothers see but don't act. They speak but never listen. The opening is an opening. I have places to go, places to hide. Those here, they're stuck in one perception. The gate, a weight of hate. Too late, too great to close the gate. What do you know about Inaffair? Who knows a sibling better than a brother? Who has forgotten the face of his father but remembered his acts? Who has seen a broken mind turned into a vengeful thing? He has no taste for blood nor for flesh, but his children bring him these morsels anyway. They do not heed his advice. They call him Lord, but he is their slave. Poor Inaffair, a life misremembered, misinterpreted, a life wasted in fear. Inaffair, too near, too dear, engineer of fear, sincere. Yeah, exactly, Death Knight. You tell me anything else about Inaffair? He does not hunger for blood. He hides because of this sorrow. Do not be like him. Do not hide. Can you tell me anything about Choi Kasul? Everything. She is dead. She was killed. She was avenged or not avenged. Who can tell? Nothing you don't already know, I see. Why did you ask, then? Farewell. Well, fair. Oh, no, I fare nowhere. I like this guy.
Yes.
What do we got? As you poke through the supplies, Oddwell howls. Do I put my fingers in your brain? Leave it alone now. How do you plan to stop me? Through words and suasion. I hope it won't come to violence. My fragile bones aren't good for that. Fine, I'll leave it alone. My thoughts thank you.
My thoughts thank you.
On it.
Unending, unchanged, yet to begin. Before now, time. Now, before time. Empty words to fill an unremarkable void. Entropy is the only truth to remain unchanged. Semaj Trebre, which means James Herbert. Backwards, okay.
Ready.
Ready. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to do that, Death Knight. Look, Ma, no hands. Oh, boy. Min Liang Tang. That's great. All right.
Here I go.
Yeah, there's a lot.
How can you get to the stuff?
Let's go all. You and me.
All right, so I did that. I don't know that that really helps me though. Owner of the Marecaster.
Thank you.
Cast up behind all the memories in the valley. Let's see. Yeah, I have the kid. The stock reflection map of the metallic dudes. All right. So. Wait. What was this just now?
Dad, who won that competition?
The Talisman game? Shadowed Mage did. That player must be you. Phoenix keeping the note that is troubling him. If I can figure out what it means, maybe I can help her.
That player must be you.
He's talking about the child that's in here. The one that's in my party. This person right here.
She's a child?
Mm-hmm. Phoenix keeping the note that's troubling him.
Is this good?
Wait, really? Phoenix is actually you? Wait, hold on a second. You're Phoenix? This is you? Really? So I'm helping you, basically. That's what's going on here? I'm helping you? Really? Damn. No, I believe you. I believe you. That's interesting. So I'm actually helping live in... See, and people think that games in life are different. So I'm actually helping this gentleman right here. Wow, okay. The problem is I don't totally remember...
I want to help him too.
Phoenix gave you the note that is troubling him.
Should I just keep it? Should I just
I hear you have a god who helps you hide.
keep this voice?
No.
I'll just do this voice. This girl.
Here we go. Ragged synth squares engraved with scrawls and symbols, some kind of writing, a note told in the kind of Valley of Dead Heroes, find the answers he needs. Hopes you'll find them in his place. Okay, 1535. Alright, well, let's find it out. I won't tell you how to finish my quest. Kill him. I can't do that, Hippo. Now I've met him.
Oh.
1, 5, 3, 5. That's pretty awesome, man.
Tell me when she speaks.
Oh, let's find out what we got here. I think... Wait, didn't I see this
Go.
already? I think I already saw this.
I'll remember
When
that.
she speaks.
Okay, well. This nearly human face has been sculpted to look like it's emerging from the stone floor. As you draw near, the mouth suddenly begins to move. It speaks in an unfamiliar tongue, and you feel a light touch across your mind. The face continues speaking, adjusting pitch and vibration of its words as it zeroes in on a shared language. The jumble of noise becomes recognizable speech quickly, and the face becomes more human. You recognize the face. It is that of Dr. Death Knight, the enigmatic man in chat. No, Phoenix, the enigmatic man in the valley. The voice is surprisingly pleasant and warm. I am Phoenix, seeker of knowledge, lover of wisdom, questioner of the truth. I found ways to bend space and fold reality, but it was not enough to keep death from my door. If you are hearing this message, I am missing a part of my consciousness. I have communicated with it and feel its presence nearby, but it does not return. The voice fades, taking with it the memory of the language it spoke.
What about those two purple things behind it?
Found his tomb. We're gonna find out. I gotta go tell Phoenix about it. Found his tomb.
I'm there, in the shadows.
When you wrote the story to this, you're just starting your degree in physics. This month you get your master's degree. Very nice, Death Knight. So you actually wrote. So you wrote this quest up, basically, or you wrote the story? That's cool.
course.
That's his tomb?
Mm-hmm.
He's dead?
Well, not actually, but how high that highest candle lights the dark. Name plaque. Daffyd Burlcamp.
All right.
That's really cool, Dizzy. You wrote the introduction, the writers did all the rest. Nice. In honor of nearly 100,000 souls who gave willingly and bravely to this world, it is a monument carved from their torment, from their dreams to yours. The Believer's Cenotaph. I actually think that Obsidian handled this... sorry, not Obsidian. I beg your pardon. In Exile. Handled this much better than the way that it was handled in Pillars of Eternity, which I always thought was very... It was a little hackneyed, quite frankly. Where you just walk up to these people and they're like, hey! And like... It just sort of pulled you out of it. I feel like they did a much better job integrating backer quests and stuff like that into this one, so... Your name is not in the epitaph in your quest? My kid is very smart? Yes. That's, yeah. Is that also a clue? But that doesn't surprise me. Alright, let's go talk to, the guy outside in the tomb. That's really cool, though. I've actually never had that experience of playing through a game. I've done many interviews with developers and so on, and writers, but I've never had an experience of randomly playing in front of one of the people whose quest technically something is. So I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, what's that purple?
Springy to the touch, but impossible to damage. You can make it only diffuse shadows beyond it. Don't know.
On it.
Were you happy with the quest otherwise, Death Knight? Except for the whole name not being in the epitaph? It's a teleport thing. It transports you from here. Let's see. I think it goes down here. Yeah. Alright, where was Phoenix? Don't remember off the top of my head where Phoenix is.
Ask somebody. Just ask him.
I'm reading here. Let's see. Haha, that's so cool, man. That's super cool.
Figured it out?
Okay. No, he's somewhere here. I just have to find him. Yep. Alright. It's not these guys.
Oh, what's that
Not
big
them,
cat
not
thing?
them. That's Phoenix.
Yes.
Why do you say yes?
Yes. They're just acknowledging it, like, we will do what we say.
Ah. Hey, wait.
Hello, Dr. Death Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back. I found your marker in the necropolis. The note contains a code to your
I'll
tomb.
remember that.
Dad, I ain't going.
He takes the note from you, scrutinizing it intently. He shimmers and flickers momentarily and then exerts himself to remain material through a force of visible will. That would explain why I could not understand myself. An artificial construct in my mind. I am dead and manifest again. Have I mastered time? He takes an eternal inventory. No. I am a particular shade. A remnant, an echo of what could have been. I shall fade then, and hope that my lesson remains. You have earned a gift before I go. You showed yourself a student. In the case of questions to which you had no real answers, you asked more questions. Oh, that's right, I did the whole question thing last time. This was fun, because I was asking a bunch of questions of you. That was fun. Many tell me what to do. They wish to force a view upon me, but you forced questions. So here, take this. Datasphere Blast. Deals 15 mental damage. Nice. I thank you. Knowledge is precious. Treasure yours. And now I will rest. Farewell.
Is he dead?
With a flicker of light, the yawning of a consciousness roused and returning to oblivion, he flickers away into the air.
Where is he?
A faint hiss is the only marker of his passage. He was like a remnant of a person that existed before. That was cool. I actually liked the early portion of that quest, with all the questions that I had to ask. Those are quests that I dig stuff like that. That was pretty neat.
Now what are we gonna do?
Datasphere Blast. This is the thing telling me that... let's try over here.
Yay, thanks!
There you have it, kid. That was cool, Death Knight. Yeah, that's cool. Also, Rin is leveled up.
How old is she?
I don't remember what her age might be, like 10 or 11 possibly. Let me see if anybody's got perception, because if not, that's what I want her to have. Oh, she's got perception. Okay, so I don't need that. So, alright. Okay, speed, I guess?
Maybe I can do this.
Alright. That's right, that's right. You had a scientist who had an unfortunate encounter with an eldritch thing and died. So you had the idea, and then it was there. You said the writers did all the rest, right? Were you very familiar with Planescape Torment and Numenera? Like, did you roleplay in Numenera at all? Like, I'm curious, how did you come to know of this game in the first, or were you just generally an In Exile fan and you like Wasteland 2 or whatever? Like, I'm just curious how you got to do that.
Isn't that black?
This is a black cat.
No, not that.
Oh.
That rainbow and black thing.
Oh, it's a sculpture.
Doesn't really look
It's
like
kind of a
itself.
weird sculpture.
Yeah, really weird.
You never roleplayed, you played a lot of the first Torment game.
Is that lava?
Like a lot. I think it's some kind of weird liquid.
Oh, look,
All
there's
right.
people in there.
Examine the pool. There's a brassy metallic globe down there, caked with rime but otherwise whole. Too far to reach down without diving in. Let's retrieve the object. It just literally gave her... Give me that thing, whatever it is, please. Stat spool spent on effort restored. Critical success! You dive into the water and your eyes instantly start burning. Good job. Your body is aflame, but you kick down determined and scrabble for the globe. As soon as it's safe in your hands, you kick for the surface. You are screaming in pain as you climb from the pool. After agonizing minutes, you're able to pull yourself together enough to examine the globe. When you do, you discover it holds a treasure trove. Gained item, Pellucid Wrap. +2 intellect pool, +1 damage per effort applied, maximum +6 on esoteric attacks. Made of an airy fabric, dull in hue, shimmers effervescently with a slight silver light upon closer inspection. Extraordinarily soft, slightly cold to the touch, being its weather-enhanced intellect. Some old stories claim that same coldness seeps into the wearer's personality, taking a part of their warmth and humanity.
Seems like lava.
It does, and then Savant's Slip Knight increases the stat pool might speed or intellect with a higher max value by 1. At first glance, this appears to be a crude arm bracelet woven in the shape of a hangman's noose, the kind of item a macabre child might make. Closer examination of any of the 3 cords used in the weave twists the perception of the viewer, making that cord appear to grow thicker while one of the other 2 thins and fades from sight. By breaking the knot, it's possible to absorb the object's powers. Okay. I'm going to guess that we should not be drinking the water from the pool. That seems like a bad idea. Alright, let's see. So... let's see. Okay. So...
Did it. You're welcome, guys.
I don't like the -1 intellect edge, but I do like the +2 intellect pool. I think I'm going to put that on. I feel like it's too cool not to use. You already did 3 playthroughs of the game. Oh, really? That was cool. That was a cool little quest. Alright, we've got Enter the Endless Gate. I want to wait on that one. And then we've got the Owner of the Marecaster. Now, this one is the one that I'm a little curious about, because I don't remember the deal about what this is about. I remember about Choi. And then there's another Kasul enshrined in... Okay, let's start from the beginning and follow around. So, Choi, Valley's full of the dead. Okay, we visit her tomb. Found Choi's marker, same as Ronos Kaisul. There was another Kaisul enshrined in the necropolis. Then we went there. Then there was... He was tracking Innifer and the cultists. Marcissa, 1254. I found a Mirrorcaster of all things inside Marcissa's tomb. The man in the memory, the cast-off behind all the horrors of the valley. Yeah, but where is that guy, though? The game changes a lot? Yeah, really? That would not surprise me.
What are you doing?
Well, I was trying to get something fixed so I could, Well, yeah, I feel like the default state of this game is to be just super lost. Okay, why is that? You think that would be a cloak? Anyway. All right. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what. Like I don't know what I'm looking at here. It's usable. It's an artifact. Oh yeah, Death Knight. Okay, interesting. I like that. I mean, that's neat that you've got those extra
To be
elements.
alone and scared, Rin. I'm sorry for you.
I'm not alone. I have you, right?
I wouldn't count on that.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so. Okay, I don't want to do that yet, to go in there yet. So it's just... What's up, Disculty? There's still a couple tombs left to explore. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of confused about what... I'm kind of confused about what the number is. Like what other tombs there are left. I guess I might as well do that.
Of course.
I mean, I guess, just because I want to know... I mean, I guess so.
And it's done.
Well, I mean...
All right.
Whoa.
Unless there's something obvious that I'm missing about, like, the codes. What about 8 tombs? Great, keep searching. You're sure to find the answers you seek. With the trade.
Those are all you're giving to him?
I'm gonna give a few more things than that.
No, I'm just saying, you're giving those things to him.
Yes. I found their inventory, their UI a little bit. Okay. All right. Could be theoretically useful. Let me get that
These
actually.
ciphers are killing me.
Yes.
What was that voice?
Too many ciphers. Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Surge turbine. See, I already went here, 5143. Pretty sure I already went there. Spray flesh. Stuff like a rush, Fleetfoot Moss, Lutrated Force. Abhumans of the Sagus Protectorate. Michael Metal Vine Fragment. Hey, what's up, Hoofnies? Yeah, it's related in the sense that it's got the same feel of weirdness about it, but they're not related in terms of it's not a sequel in any way. Okay, that's more spray flesh again. Maricaster and the Rush. The only thing I have really is the Mirrorcaster. This is really the only thing I have. Is this Mirrorcaster. Everything else does not really. I feel like I just sort of hit a wall here. Like I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll find out when I go in there.
Yes. Now.
No, it's okay. Don't do that yet, Disculty. Don't do that yet. Talk to these people again and see if I'm missing anything. Mm-hmm. No. I found a tomb below for a girl named Choi Kaisul. Do you know anything about her? Kaisul? Well, I don't know anything about her, but you might ask my colleague, Ronos Kaisul. He should be in the valley somewhere if the cultists haven't killed him, that is. Okay, I know that. I already talked to him.
Ready.
Alright, let's see. Okay, we've got first Cast-Off's tomb, Choi's tomb, Ronas Kasul's tomb, Endless Gate Mercis's tomb, Oddwald. Press the buttons randomly. Random push.
Just like deet 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 deet.
Yep.
Whoa.
I think I know where this is. I've already been here.
Of course.
Alright.
You've already been here, and that's why you press randomly.
Let's go this way. You can sleep to this? I'll take that as a potential compliment, I guess.
Now
Is
you're
what I would say.
Oddwell, or no?
What is
Go.
this? Benjamin McKernan.
All
Ethel
right.
Demerzel. Okay, these are all like backer things. 4,000 of these? Often disappears, but always near. Kelshia. Okay, wait, that's... I don't want to spend 4,000.
For what?
Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Alright. Okay, well, this is what I would ask, Disculty. Is there some information that I have already that would give me this knowledge, or do I not have the information yet? Like, do I not have... You know? Also, I appreciate that, Dizzy.
Consider it done.
I agree with that. Because, I mean, I might take a clue, because I just have these 2 secondary quests to finish, so I don't want to go wandering forever. Oh, you stumble over them by accident? Okay, so the one that's connected to this severed child. Is the owner of the Marecaster is in one of these tombs? Is that the idea? You can tell me that. Is the owner of the Marecaster in one of these tombs? Because this thing, I know where these guys are, and that I need to go and take care of that. But this is another quest up here. Look at all these quests.
Of course.
Visit some random alcoves first. Alright. Okay. Random. If you're looking for my Twitter, Vicosta, it should be, if you type in !host, it'll show you the details, including it should have my Twitter up there as well. And it has my channel information and all that. Whoa. The arcane humanoid shimmers and displaces across multiple versions of itself. Yeah, there it is. Thanks, Dizzy. Multiple versions of itself in a blink. So quick is the motion that you almost doubt your senses. The black-clad being makes slow, deliberate movements, its eyes like dull gray jewels set into an expressionless face. You sense a malevolent caged. Its voice is deep and rich. I am Silver. You are a fellow seeker, yes? Tantalum has sent me to learn the secrets of the valley. I can smell the desire on your skin, but not the success. I have explored many of them and learned many things. Tantalum has said I will find secrets here. He is correct. Keep up the search and your desires will see a reward. Must keep searching, but time. Yes, there is still time. What are you? I am an acolyte, a seeker of knowledge, a devourer of artifacts, a stumbler on the path of truth, an answer for the unanswerable. So you believe, Tantalum? Certainly. All of humanity's wisdom, and even much that is not of humanity, lies buried in this necropolis. It is only a matter of time and effort before one finds answers. What have you found in these tombs? Truths of the old worlds reveal themselves to me. Secrets of time and reality. The shifting of particles smaller than perception allows undergird all. But they are not a part of my truth. My answer. I will find it. May you find what you seek. That's interesting. So this dude is like also exploring at the same time that I am? You do not want to mess with me.
I am very strange.
I am somewhat strange. Alright, let's press the buttons randomly.
I wonder if we meet the guy.
Silver, that guy?
Yeah, that'd be strange if like we meet. He's like, yes, it's you again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I saw this room over there.
Over there you did, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that room.
May the gods stand between you and harm in all the empty places where you must walk. Captain John Sheridan. I hope that's Captain and not Catpa. Catpa, John Sheridan.
One moment, and it's done.
Change randomly.
Oh, ask Tantalum about him?
Change randomly.
Oh, thanks, Dizzy. Thanks, Dizzy. There have been times where that has not happened. There have been a couple of times where I got this thing and it's like, the voice is high and reedy, and I'm like, and I will take your, you know, like, there are times when the voice does not necessarily fit, but I appreciate that very much.
Go.
It has also been nice to be able to hang out with your vocalists and hear their takes on things. You learn a lot from those people.
Yes.
What's up, gameplay hero?
Maybe I want to voice like
Do you?
that. Maybe.
Well, you can do that. It takes practice, but it's fun. Alright, Tantalum. That's why this is live and not recorded. I've heard about 16 tombs. Keep searching. I met Silver. He said he knew you. Ah. And how is that delightful creature? How has it been doing on its particular task? What is Silver? What kind of creature? A human, I suspect, though in a strange shape. Strange shape, indeed. What answer is Silver looking for? Oh, that's for him to decide. But I imagine it's not an answer he seeks. More like he's seeking himself. Or itself, if you prefer. Interesting. Interesting. Alright.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with a few more of these random selections.
Because they are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Consider it done.
What I think is interesting about this, too, is that this was efficient for them, right? Because all they really have to do is put together a bunch of little rooms,
Shadows.
and there's not a lot of building out around the rooms they have to do. They just build the rooms themselves and then put different objects inside them. And it all sort of makes, you know,
Ready.
lore sense as they're doing that, so. Alright. Random.
I just imagine she's like, I'm here, guys.
I made it.
I did it. Ah.
Exactly.
Ooh.
All right.
Oops. All right.
Brent O. Sinclair. Okay, I'm not going to stop and read all of these.
Who therefore.
Press the buttons randomly.
Randomly.
Random buttons. Randomly. My daughter, by the way, is only a few days away from being done with 3rd grade. Next Monday is her last day of school, and she'll be out of 3rd grade, and she'll be going into 4th grade in the fall.
All right.
Crazy. What's up, Vicosta? Barrack Soul. AP Cooper.
All right.
There's actually a Cooper in the school.
Arvin out. Is there? There's a...
Yeah, there's a Cooper. Cooper Rosen.
He wants you to look at tombs, not just rooms. I'm not sure I know what you mean, though, Hippo. What does that mean? Each room can count more than once in what way? I'm not sure I know what you mean.
I've already been there.
Oh, each room has more than one tomb. Oh, I get it. Thanks, Hippo. Yay to Amsterdam.
All right.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you. I didn't realize that's what that meant.
Ready.
Yes, we have a summer break for sure. I mean, I'm already on it, basically. This is my week off, which boy did I need this. My teaching my semester ended in second or third, I think third week of May is when I had all the grades in and everything. And my daughter here is going to be done next week, and then she'll be there going back to school. I think it's the second week of September. So, yeah, how's the weather in Amsterdam?
Yes.
I am a college professor in, so my day job is I'm an author and I'm a college professor. And I teach courses in fantasy, science fiction, and creative writing are my main courses. I also teach courses in Shakespeare and revenge tragedy because my doctorate was in Renaissance drama. But those are the basics. Fantasy, science fiction, creative writing, and then Renaissance drama basically is what I would say. Press buttons around. Yep. In fact, my second book in my Grey Assassin trilogy is coming out the end of this month. Oh boy. All you can tell about this man is that he is clothed in red robes with a pipe in one hand and a staff in the other. Awesome, I already like him. Is he a weary traveler, a seeker of relics? Perhaps the pipe and staff are heirlooms from his ancestry. They have a big drama department? Nice, Dr. Death Knight. Yeah, but the second book of my Grey Assassin trilogy from the Ed Greenwood group is coming out in October. Called Renegade, and book number 1 is called Grey Shade and is available now, actually. The writer of 50 Shades. Well, my first novel is called Grey Shade, so I guess I can semi-connect to just hit the name, but nothing else. I do indeed. Hey, Jedi, what's up, man? All right. One thing is not in question, the look of disgust on his face. You're an explorer. Let me guess. Tantalum sent you down here too, didn't he? He told you to come find Hero? Well, you found me. Tantalum. That Drig. That sudden lack nibbler. That scabrous Tulk. I'll bet he does this to everyone. Sends them off on a wild chase with promises of deep and secret knowledge, and then laughs about it to himself. How many does he send down here? And how many fall for it like I did? What are you doing here? I'm an explorer, relic hunter, theorist, and now apparently the man who missed his funding deadline with his investors because of a stupid prank by that creft-eater Tantalum. I'm such a fool. Oh, just read Graves, Hero. You'll find what you seek. Bah! You know Tantalum too? Unfortunately, I was looking for ways to tie together a theory about certain gravity-bending civilizations, but Tantalum diverted me by saying I'd find my answers if I read enough tombs. So yes, I know him, that bastard. How many tombs have you read? If you ask Tantalum, not enough. If you ask me, far too many. Have you found anything in your explorations? Kreft. Schist. In other words, precisely nothing. That's not precisely true. I found this worthless piece of junk in a tomb, doubtless dropped there by some other sap duped into Tantalum's errand. Worthless. Can't even break it down to shins. Here, a reminder not to listen to buffoons. Circulating Mircaster. Within the endless loop of this strange alembic, golden fluid froths, fumes, then precipitates back into the boiling beaker where it began. You cannot quite trace the pathway the substance follows. It almost seems that it's not a liquid at all, but rather some kind of organism endlessly and agonizingly transmuted within the unbreakable confines of the device. Though I suppose I must admit to having learned something. I've learned that death is inevitable and that Tantalum is a fraud, and that my own death draws closer every second I waste on this foolish task. Found anything else? No. Nothing except the truth that death creeps closer every moment, and that Tantalum is the instrument who brings it nearer with his stupid, time-wasting stunts. Alright, farewell. You know a lot of things. Hey, what's up, Takanjia? If I ever see Tantalum again, I'll show him what those tombs are good for. I'll inter him myself. You know what? I'm gonna go find him right now. My apologies. You're not to blame. Farewell yourself. Fellow's got a good perspective on things. I'll show that cringing half-wit. Half-wit indeed. You withdraw the coiled Maricaster from your lungs and weigh it in your hands. It is lighter than it appears. The liquid within calms at your touch. The mare contained within the device does not calm. It hisses and boils, filling your mind with small, clawed shadows. A headache builds behind your eyes, but despite that, even because of it, you feel compelled to sink into it to let it wash over you, which I will do as soon as I quick save. Alright. Whoops. Use item. Inspect it. The liquid within the tubes lies utterly still no matter which way you tilt the contraption. Occasionally a bubble pops against the glass and something within the device shudders. Let's enter the mare. The sunrise gives the sea a blazing golden sheen, and all the city, from the far harbor shanties to the splendid square just below you, basks in its light. Check out my intellect pool. Mare, yeah, M-E-R-E. The breeze blows fresh and brisk off the water. The song of night birds gives way to the chatter of clerks and toots, and your black-veined hands, twisted like talons, tremble on the windowsill. Behind you, men bicker about tests and shins, about a rot that has reached the heart and brain and cannot be cut out. You turn away from the window and face the men just as the closest of them, a one-armed servant in sumptuous garb, cries that there must be more that can be done, whatever the cost. But the other, a surgeon, snaps back, "I am no mountebank like Chalipa, flinging ciphers at the sick till there are no more shins to shake loose. It is not healing to stir false hope in those doomed to die." They break off their debate to look your way. You don't recognize them at all, but plainly they know you and expect you to speak. Apologize for confusion. As you stammer out your confusion, the servant's eyes widen with understanding. He steps closer to you, and in an almost tender gesture, he lifts a hand towards your face. His one hand, his one arm, his other side smoothly swaddled in silk. "I am Cardogo, your grace. You know me." "Hey, what's up, Steel Rose?" And without it quite being so, he is right. Even poisoned as your body is, it feels the flush of friendship. "And this is Aram of the islands. He has been treating your condition." "My services are at an end, your grace. The roots have spread too far, too deep. What the wind sowed must now be reaped." My condition? Roots? The wind? The two men share a quick, obvious glance, and your frail body quivers at the gesture. Cardogo draws closer. "The wind touched you, your grace." As he says it, his fingers dance as if unbidden upon the flat expanse of his maimed side. The iron wind. What it touches, it changes, seldom for the better. Your changing was slow. All these years you fought it. The doctors fought it. We fought it together. The islander's voice has none of Cardogo's softness. "And now you have lost. You are leaving this life at last. All that remains is to decide whether you will do so properly." "What's wrong with your side, Cardogo?" "You know, your grace. The wind changed me too when I sought to shield you from its touch. I failed you then as the doctors have failed you now. We both paid too high a price. I'm sorry. It wasn't you who made the wind, your grace, and it was I who begged to go with you to the border march. I went freely and freely did what was right, and you've given me better things than an apology. I will try to bear the burden more lightly, your grace. You carry too heavy a load already." "Your grace will not bear that burden much longer." Cardogo. "No, I am not here to treat your servant. If you wish to retain me to do so, you may call at my place of business. He knows where to find me. As for you, the treatment is done." Good bedside manner. Aram gestures broadly at the ciphers, trophies, and treasures that adorn the walls. "Your life was full, but the hourglass is empty. Now you must rest for a while, then forever." The deep ache in your skull and spine, the ragged weakness of each breath, and all your body's other voices cry their confirmation of the doctor's words. And there are preparations to be made. The surgeon bows, plainly pleased that you have heard his words, then takes his leave. Cardogo watches him go, then turns your way. "Yeah, I agree, Descalti. There is work to be done, your grace, but you must rest. I will have the kitchen prepare your broth, and I will let your family know." He lingers a moment longer without saying why. What he wanted or awaited goes unspoken, and as he departs, a tremendous weariness overtakes you. Beyond the window, the sun has risen, and the sea is restored to old gray waves crashing on a sullied shore. I think he was touched by this thing which is hurt. This is like a story, right? Because he's inside this, like, almost like this cube of story or memory. So it's not happening to the main guy, you get it? It's like he's like watching a movie is almost like what it's like. Except he's inside the movie. That make any sense?
So is it his memory?
Not his memory, though. Somebody else's. The object that he was carrying. So it was whoever this object belonged to. The hours of rest have won you no strength, and the soup sits uneasily in your stomach. Cardogo dusts your face with rouge to hide its pallor, slides white gloves over your twisted hands, wraps you in a padded jacket that adds lost flesh and masks the bulbous growths. He tucks and folds and buttons and at last passes you a looking-glass. In your trembling grasp it shows nothing more or less than rot or sickness. You look like a corpse prepared for funereal display. Cardogo has hidden nothing. He has merely framed your condition as a euphemism that others can bear. They are waiting, he says, and he guides your chair forward. Your eyes flick across the drawing room, alighting on the vast map covering the far wall, the shining oddment of crystal and azure steel whirling in a corner, the shelves of ancient tomes, the writhing fire caged in the hearth. Then there are the men and women, young and old, all gazing expectantly, scores of stares you cannot meet in a sea of unfamiliar faces. On some, fear and desperation are naked. Other guests have done better in their concealment. A neatly groomed man in a neatly fitted officer's uniform sobs messily. He is the exception. Cardogo puts his hand on your shoulder and a hush falls. Your Grace, the family is gathered. To you alone, he says. They await your words.
Who are these people?
They know you. They're his family, I guess. They know you're dying. Your family may be strangers to you now, but anyone could see their fear, namely that they will fall with you, followers that they are. You must set them free. You speak of your weakness and their strength, of the darkness you face and the bright days ahead for them. You say that a family is, by definition, more than one member. Too soon your well-worn words run out and Cardogo ushers the crowd from the room. The officer, however, insists on staying, and your servant at last relents. Your Grace, your nephew Salvar begs a word. He withdraws a discreet distance. Salvar has everything you've lost. Strength, beauty, vigor, and yet his haunted eyes, condemned eyes, are all too familiar. He bows and, thinking his face hidden, wipes it quickly with a handkerchief. As he rises, he kisses your gloved hand. Your Grace. His voice, for all its glorious tenor, quivers as if he is far weaker than he looks. You have given me so much, and now as your end draws near, I hope at last to prove my worth. His harried eyes dart about as he gives his little speech. How? I have discovered a wonderful opportunity. A mercantile venture in need of a leader, a man of precisely my skills, and a chance to purchase shares in the ongoing concern, preferred stock. He stumbles over the foreign vocabulary of business, but a bright, false smile spreads as he picks up steam. I can make good on what you've given me, proving that your faith was well placed. I just need a stake to put in. He means shins, of course. Tell me more about this venture. It is not without danger. Physical danger, I mean, which is why they need a man who can swing a sword. He is interrupted by a cough from Cardogo. The venture? Ah, yes, well, it involves certain, saleable commodities that are in great demand in the oasis of Mirajolio, strictly highest workmanship, of course, but sold here like, trinkets. So you see, exactly the sort of thing a sharp trader corners in the market, as they say. I'll need to consider. Of course. I promise I will make you proud. You have showered that boy in shins, your Grace, ensured a greater wealth and wisdom, to no avail. A person can always be changed. Cardogo flinches at your words, and the scorn falls from his face. After a moment's humble silence, he eases your chair back toward your suite. It has been a long day, your Grace. You should rest. A soporific and anodyne mist brought by Cardogo dulls the daggers that stab your nerves, and soon sweet oblivion settles over you. You awaken in the dark night with the certainty that you are not alone. Your uneven heartbeat races, and your rot-riddled eyes strive to find an intruder. Who's there? You hiss. A shadow sits at the foot of your bed, illuminated by the false fire glow of a cipher around her wrist. As your eyes adjust, her face becomes faintly visible. You recognize her from the gathering. She was at the back of the drawing room, and she left before anyone else. Casca, she answers, identifying herself, though by now she knows you've seen her. Or have you forgotten me entirely? I've forgotten almost everything, it seems. You haven't forgotten to spoil Salvar. You haven't forgotten your three-legged lapdog. At the twist of a knob, the cipher on her wrist floods you with bright, blinding light. And you haven't forgotten to sleep in silk either, have you? Why are you so angry? I'm not angry, she says in a low, dangerous voice. I'm hungry, and I want what you've been feeding my sweet, soft, rotten cousin all these years. Your shins. Why should I give you my money? Because I've suffered? When I'm gone, you'll be provided for. Casca nods once without saying a word, then darkens the cipher on her wrist. Without its light, the room becomes completely black, utterly silent and empty but for the whisper of her departure and the ever-present pain within you. Weakness and throbbing pain are the morning's gifts, unblunted by the herbal broth Cardogo has brought. Death will not stop knocking. By the time the clocks cry out midday, a palsy has seized your left hand. Your servant gives you a relic to grip, some ancient creature locked in amber. It slips from your grasp and shatters on the floor. The beast flies away. At that moment, a caller is announced. Cardogo leaves, then returns visibly dismayed. The mendicant, your grace. Without awaiting an invitation, your visitor enters. A tall man, stiff and slender as a poker, finely dressed and bangled with ciphers. He glows with a confidence as he gives a half bow. Your grace. At a curt nod from the mendicant, Cardogo steps out. Your guest then sits beside you and takes your hand. I have heard, he says softly, naturally not from Cardogo, that your family cannot help but share their panic with the city. His eyes glisten with fathomless compassion, or at least a fine simulacrum of it. The hour against which you prepared for so long has come round at last, and they, who surely knew the day would come, are as unready as house pets. They have leaned on you greatly, but then so have I, and so have our children. I am here to bring your plans to completion. Prepared? Plans? The mendicant eyes you carefully, then gently nods. I know that a cloud has fallen on your mind. It would give me great joy to lift it. For many years your generosity has given new hope to the dispossessed and neglected children of this city. A long lifetime's worth of wealth has transformed what my hospice can provide. The lands alone, your own hunting preserves and the mouths they now feed, the wrecking field at Crefton and the honest labor of gleaning its numenera, the campus of the hospice itself and all the lost souls it houses. As you insisted, no one knows of these gifts but us two and your solicitor. And now I seek to drink the last dregs of your estate. Dregs? Plainly my wealth is not gone. Of course not, your grace. How much of this is an illusion you've crafted to lull those around you, like your servant Cardogo. And none of your wealth is gone, your grace. Let us rather say put to better use than mere luxury, which is what my hospice would do with what remains of your estate. Why do you need more? Our world knows no end of need, your grace. There are so many children who have been betrayed and cast aside. With a great weary sigh, he says, there is one in particular whom I wish to show you, if I may. He unhinges the portmanteau's clasp and begins to reach in. As if in response, the shaking in your hand grows stronger. It's not necessary. You may expect a bequest when I am gone. The mendicant acquiesces. The only hint of disappointment is a certain thinness to his smile. He raps twice in the door to summon Cardogo, then bids you both farewell. As he leaves, Cardogo seems to speak, but you hear nothing. A gulf is opened between you and the world, full of black motes that swirl silently in the empty space. You try to say something to your servant, but you find you cannot form the words. That is when the attack begins, the palsy turning to a wild frothing fit, as spittle sprays across your desk and Cardogo rushes forward. Then there is nothing left but the pain and the darkness, and you are all alone before it. The darkness fades. In part, the agony stays, redoubled. Through a haze, you see your bedroom and two men beside your bed. Cardogo is one. His hand is on your bony shoulder. His companion, proper in every punctilio, is another stranger. Your grace. You'll barely hear Cardogo's voice. It is as if your ears are packed with wadding. I've brought your solicitor. The man sniffs. As you'll recall, your grace, you declined my order to draft a will against this day. He speaks of mortgages and credit lines and accounts payable, wasting your last life on a lawyer's long-winded way of saying what little wealth you truly have left. Now you must tell me, how am I to dispose of the residuum? So I can divide it as I promised, among all of them. See that Salver is funded in his venture. I'm not going to do that by itself. Find Casca, let her buy a better life with the money. Bestow upon the mendicant's hospice. Divide it evenly among my family. I'll divide it as I promised. You can barely whisper the words, but as the final darkness creeps across your vision, you see the solicitor nod. Your life's last short span stretches almost indefinitely, and you are seized by the fear that you have spread your gifts too thin to do much good. Then the fear fades and the darkness turns to golden waves lapping on the shore, and your long days are finally done. Would you have given it to the nephew, or would you have given it to the woman, or would you have given it to the hospital?
The hospital
That would have been probably my guess.
and takes it from the man.
And take some from the man. Interesting. So you didn't like the nephew.
That's what I mean. Looks like he took the bits of the strengths that they attacked.
Interesting. So we've got the gold tide represents empathy, compassion, and sacrifice. So we've got a gold tide now, and my legacy is guardian. See, this is good. That's kind of what I would like. The nephew's the smartest choice. Well, not the smartest choice isn't always the kindest choice, though. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yes.
Very interesting. You golden boy. Okay. That was interesting, though. See, this is what I mean. This game is kind of a slow burn. There's stuff like that happens. It isn't the kindest choice? I don't know. That's a choice I feel comfortable making.
Let's go.
Soon I will just be dirt. Mike Caps.
Ready. Of course.
You bet.
I'm ready.
Maybe. I assumed as much, just Calty. I'll check that out. Yeah, maybe. Maybe Death Knight, but... I mean, actually, what my daughter said is what I would have done. I probably would have given it... if I had the choice to do this, I would have given it to the... the woman, the daughter, I assume, and to the hospice.
I'm going. On it.
Learning begets doing.
I kind of got a bad vibe from the nephew. I mean, like, once believed I knew everything, when death taught me I really knew nothing. Every time I died, I learned something new. Yet still living walk this earth for generations upon generations, I realize I'm still only at the beginning of the path. Alexandra Melinda Oxenstierna.
Yes. Now.
I mean, maybe. But the truth is, I mean, with limited information, my feeling on the hospice, though, is that the question is not whether you're affecting... It's that old, you know, cliched story about the little boy throwing the starfish into the ocean, and the person says, you can't save all the starfish. He says, well, you can't, you know, it won't make a difference. And he says, well, it made a difference to that one. I think there's something to be said for that, and I would even go further to make the argument that if the hospice ends up affecting and saving people, children, or teaching compassion to them, those people can have a much larger ripple effect impact afterwards, as opposed to taking a guess on the nephew, who apparently hasn't made anything work thus far. I mean, if it were to me, the order would have been hospice, woman, nephew. That's what it would have been for me. So, that's my thought. Oh, wow. Wait, no, I didn't read the name plaque.
You've got it.
Right.
Of course.
Okay. And then we're going to go back and talk to Tantalum about Hero. I know that. I know that. So have I. My wife worked in a facility like that. Oh, it's my boy Silver. More tombs, more tantalum, more searching. Must search. Must know. Must. So close. Not close at all. Must find more. You alright, Silver? Silver. A seeker. A curse. A question seeking an answer. Driven to find it. Are you saying you're under some kind of curse? Trouble. Air. Dust. Knowledge. Despair. Epiphanies do not reveal themselves. No moment of inspiration. But I must continue. What are you talking about? A man. A man torn in time and knowledge. A man. Yes. Not a construct. Not a shell. A mind. In a shell. Did Tantalum do something to you? No. Tantalum. He is the sender. The giver. The mortal who knows. Secrets. He sends quests. He set me on this course. I have no choice. I must follow it to its end. No. Stop. Questions. Too much. Compulsion rises. Must find new. Tomb. Trapped in numbers. Trapped in prime form, rolling through differentials, imaginary in substance. Must find tomb. I must go. How can I help? I do not require aid. I wonder if Tantum is causing these problems without realizing he's doing it. Drider, Awesome, and Crazy Darkmane. And we found the first non-RP name. Solemn life spent for hope, rallying others against enigmas unknown. Nevermore, but neither fading, eternal rest well earned. Thorondor. Okay. And check these out. We're going to go back to the entrance and talk to what's-his-face. Loxian. Elric Noj. Jetro Suni.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's see where we're going here.
Fine.
Fine. Some of these, like, acknowledgements from them are kind of funny. Alright. Let's talk, Tantalum. Hey, friend. Have you been seeking the secrets of the valley? I've read about 41 tombs. Great! Keep searching. You're sure to find the answers you seek. I met a man named Hero. He said that you're a fraud. Did he? That's a pity. I was going to mention him to you and tell you not to follow his path. Hero's not dedicated. He doesn't have the ability to stay the course. I'm sure you will, though. I want to talk about Silver again. You're gone? Are you actually leaving? Silver claims you compelled it to investigate the tombs. Compelled? No, no. I merely suggested that if he wanted to return to his human form, he should seek the tombs for knowledge. You do know he's trapped in that body, yes? Chances are good that if he searches enough of them, he'll find what he needs. And I told him that in the strongest possible terms. His compulsion is his own. He'll certainly learn something. Oh, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Done. I'm gone. Yes. I remember now, Deathrite. Yes. I did. I actually really like Planescape Torment, but it's been a long time. I remember now. Yeah. I'm gone. I'm done. Okay. This guy, I do not trust this guy. I seriously don't trust this dude.
Yes. Now.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The one that always sticks with me is the, you must gather your party before venturing forth. That's the one that always sticks with me. Oh, and also, because this happened when I was playing these games, Baldur's Gate, with friends of mine, online as part of the stream, the attack one for the voice, "You got this coming!" Oh man, I love that.
Yes.
Doing begets learning, I guess.
Sorry, guys. Just texting for food. There you go. What's the secret? Be married for 14 years. Coming up on 14 years. It's actually 14 years. In 2 months, we'll have been married for 14 years. That helps. Listen to the cynics. Money, blackmailing. By the way, chat, for a snack, I'm currently enjoying Crunchy Cluster Almond. These are kind of good.
Yes.
I also want to get up to 50 tombs.
Yes.
Roaring Bunny. Try as it did, the world could not break my will. Cyberpunk Nut. Cyberpunk Nut. Cyberpunk Nut.
Ready.
Your thoughts, chat. Any words for your boy Cyberpunk Nut?
Let's go.
There is a cheat. Order fast food. True. True. Cyberpunk is pretty nuts. Yes. That's very true.
Of course.
So I gather it was like a lesser amount of money to be sort of put into each of these tombs, and then more money for these. Like as a backer, you got like you could spend a certain amount to get these little small things, and then more for these bigger things.
Ready.
Brandy Bannister.
These ciphers are killing me.
Whoa. You don't know if you just blinked or if the tomb around you somehow snapped into a different reality. Nothing significant seems to have changed except you have an additional cipher that you're certain wasn't there before. Oh. A tear-shaped vial where a lens fits where a lens would be expected on the opposite end of a labile contoured eyepiece. As the oddly large pendant on a fitted chain, it emanates a cool blue glow. The vial is almost full with a liquid, but its composition is a mystery because there appears to be no way to access the contents. A small hologram indicates a figure crying into the device and placing it upon the ground, but as the vial is already full, your tears should not be required. Once placed upon the ground, the hologram claims a useful compatriot will appear. Big ones are a minimum of 500? Okay. You love Kilgore? Yeah, well, everybody does. Kilgore's awesome. Okay, so... there we go.
Yes. Now.
Here lies a fallen hero of the North, Dragor of Prince Valley. He died peacefully in his sleep, unlike the rest of his passengers. Dragor.
Go.
That's funny. Let us beware of saying that death is opposed to life. The living is only a form of what is dead, in a very rare form. Matthew Conforth. You couldn't find yourself? Don't they give you a... Don't they give you a thing?
All right, Rin. You can do
Don't they give you like a... Didn't they give you tell you the code or something? I can't believe they didn't just put them in randomly. Wow, really? Oh, it's my boy. It's the arcane humanoid Silver. He's not as erratic as he was when you saw him last, but his eyes carry an intense look. He stretches his hands out towards you. They are trembling. You carry the phylactery. I see it under your clothing. I sense it in the air around you. Let me touch it. I beseech you, let me. My answer. He has it. What does it do? It will show you truth. It will give me form. It will allow me revelation.
Ready to learn something new.
Yes, the husk will serve. Only a few adjustments are needed. There. That should give it form so long as it retains a consciousness. Now, he holds it to his eye socket and lights begin to swirl around his head. Like liquid fills the vial, tears streaming from his eye, and streamers of luminescent fog weave themselves together around the vial. He sets the cipher on the ground. It dissolves, and a moment later a new body stands before Silver, a middle-aged man with a sharp and curious face. Silver steps forward, studying the man, and then reaches out and touches this new body's forehead. Lightning jolts through both of them. The new man, it's like Doctor Who! It's the new Doctor. The new man opens his eyes and flexes his fingers. He wriggles his toes. He starts to laugh. He stretches and stands tall, standing fully erect in a moment. Unashamed, he throws his arms around you in a grateful embrace and whispers, "Thank you, friend. Thank you. I have been trapped in that body for decades. It drove me, and I fought with its guidance until I found Tantalum. He gave me the key, though perhaps unknowingly, that allowed me to open the door to find Circe. These tombs, the answers are here. You have rescued me. For this I would give you a gift. One gift, and then I must go. The world beckons. What happened to you? I once sought knowledge in the ways of the ancients. I was trained as a nano, and I thought to increase my power. I entered the frightful bloom near Sega's cliffs and discovered an artifact lost within, the body form you see here. I touched it, and my consciousness transferred within, and its fail-safe mechanisms enslaved me to its requirements. I lost myself. I lost my time. I do not... No, I will not speak of this. Let me tell you instead what I can offer you in thanks. That body form has many uses and defenses. I can give you a weapon that will literally extract the blood from a person at range, a cipher that can attack the minds of your enemies, or I can teach you of some of what I have learned while in the vile machine. Knowledge of its machinery that may aid you in the future. What do you desire? Teach me what you know. Hell yeah. He leans forward and whispers a string of syllables into your ear, and though you can make no sense of them, you can feel them burning new pathways in your mind. Shortly thereafter, the body at his feet begins to crumble into dust. Okay, so lore machinery increased by 1. Now I must go. I must see through my own eyes again. To be free! Thank you for the follow, Oral. Welcome to the Argonauts. Maybe, but I'm happy with the choice.
Yeah, that's something I could do.
Well, here you go. I'm going to do this just for you, Dr. Deathright. Well, I mean, I didn't know what it did, so...
I'm going.
Joachim. Alistair John Rigg.
All right.
Sam Cannell. Justin Potter. And... Even in death, I am eternal. Talal Al-Aliani. I think that's you, right? Is that you? Even in death, I am eternal?
Yes.
Here lies Vigil, a knight unrequited, his faith and his love always misguided, betrayed by his own friend against friend, now he waits until the end of the end, says Vigil. Alright, there's you.
Let's go.
That's you. Even in death, I am eternal. I am edgy. Yeah, but I don't like getting in fights in this game, Disculty. I'm trying not to get into fights. This game for me is not about the fights.
Of course we can help. Right, Al?
That's cool, Dr. Death Knight, yeah.
Fine.
Alright. Let's see if I can go talk to What's-His-Face again. Still waiting for the severed tomb thing. Oh yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I got you. By the way, guys, we are past now halfway through the show, so now's a good time to remind everybody that this is Pen and Pixels. I am Arvin Eleron. If you like what you see in here, please make sure to follow the stream, by which I mean follow GOG. Please make sure to sub to GOG as well, because you get a lot of awesome emotes and support the channel that way. Please check us out individually as well. If you type in !host, you'll see the details about my channel. Please follow us through there. Follow me over there. I have a Patreon, and other people have stuff that they're doing. If you want to see more of this kind of thing elsewhere on our own personal channels, please do that, and thanks for being here. Okay, 10. I've read about 58 tombs. You did? You really did? You're stubborn, my friend. Most people give up by this point, wore down by the sheer monotony of the task. I almost feel bad for sending you down there. I should probably have considered what I'd say to you, but I honestly didn't think you'd make it this far. Maybe I should just give you the truth. Truth is, I was just playing a game. I do it with everyone who comes to the valley looking for secrets or deeper truth. They say, "Oh, Tantalum, tell me what you've uncovered here." There's no deep secrets to be found, just memories of the dead. The big secret? The memorialists are carked and death is inevitable. And maybe you shouldn't trust just anyone who says he can help you find what you seek. Not much of a secret, likely, but it's what I know. I did the work while you lazed around, then you reward me with a smug lecture about my work. It's not lazing around. You'd have done that work for anyone, is my point. So what I was doing was waiting for... I was trying to... Not happy with this dude. Fine. Alright, fine. I could have chosen a better way to get that message across than taking advantage of people willing to work hard.
Ready
Yep.
to learn something.
But it's so much fun to watch people start off with their heads full of big ideas about the riches they're going to make, the power they'll uncover. So few of them actually follow through in it. You're right. I shouldn't have rewarded their work, your work, with a smug lecture. But still, here was right. You are a fraud. If you didn't question what you were doing, and if you believe what some random carker tells you to be true, maybe the problem's not with me. Maybe you should examine your own actions and choices. I didn't make you do a damned thing. Why would you send me on a stupid quest to read the tombs? Look, it's really just as simple as this. Most people who come through here are looking to the past for their answers. They're not living in the present. They're hoping for fixes from antiquity. I get that history has lessons for us, but history is also dead. I want the living to confront the notion that they're wasting their lives. Talk about Silver. Ask away. Silver was under some kind of curse. I freed him from it. Is that so? A curse? That would explain his odd behavior? Well, good for you. Maybe you did learn something after all, eh? Because he searched the tombs? Nah. Alright.
What do you need?
So the guy's a fraud, which is not surprising. Exactly. Don't sweep all the history majors under the rug, my dude. Exactly. Oh, wow. I mean, Alagurn actually is up front. I'm going to do Combat Magus because he actually does that quite a bit. All right. Hook. Oh, yeah, that's the get over here. Okay. No. I guess so. I mean, I would like to know how to finish that quest is the main thing, Disculty. That one side quest. But give me a second. Okay. Yeah, Severed Child. Because... Oh, it is? Because this is all that I've got left. I've got Endless Horror, which is the Endless Gate one. And I've got Severed Child. Those are the two. So those ones are at the same place? Because I don't want to necessarily find the other two tomb codes for no... I mean, I would have stumbled into them, but if they... I don't really need to do that. I want to know about these quests that are here. Yes, they were X5. Yeah, they tweeted out... they tweeted again. I think it was after I made the announcement. They tweeted a day or two later to thank... You know, thanks again for all the work. And, you know, we raised, as I said, 2,146. We raised a good deal of money. So I was very pleased about that. I was very, very pleased about that. Just very excited about how well the whole thing went. So yeah, so what's the scoop here? Like this, if I go to do this, the Endless Gate, that will also help connect the Severed Child as well? It's just an XP, okay. There was a, after the donation X5, there was one more $20 donation that came in anonymously. So the total ended up being $21.46 in the end. There was one more donation, so $21.46, it was good. I was very happy about it. So anyway, Hippo, is that the case? Like, completed meaning failed or completed meaning succeeded? Because I don't have the owner of the Marecaster yet. These are the two that I want to do. I just want to make sure I get these done before I go back to the main quest. They're done in the same tomb. Ah, okay. Alright. Then I'll go to Das Kalte's
Learning begets doing.
number there.
Or is it the other way?
You won't notice I'm gone.
Okay.
Learning begets doing. Or is it the other way?
Ready.
Okay. Oh, so it is related to a side quest? Okay, well, I want to do the Severed Child quest, so if the 4135 is the side quest, then...
All right.
Intricate etchings cover this carved head, with the most prominent being 8 concentric channels centered on the brow. A small porcelain bead in each channel is attached to loose metal strings of varying thickness. The strings run down into the bridge of the nose and emerge from the open mouth at even intervals, reaching down to the floor. It reminds you of a large stringed instrument, though you have no idea how to play it. Take a look at the carvings and etchings on the head. Not made by human hands, they curl and flow in an alien script, and lights glimmer within them. Staring at them induces a mental fog, the feeling that... Yeah, I know, she's not here right now, X5. Feeling that your mind is being pulled away by into some astronomically distant maze. When you blink, you snap back to reality. That's true, actually, Gameplay Hero. You feel nausea coming on. Right, let's examine the strings. Each of the 8 strings is fully transparent, of varying thickness, and is made of shimmering light, coherent but gentle. When you touch them, they make a terrible noise, as of shattering glass, crunching metal, and screaming exotic animals. The head of each string is attached to a small bead in one of the 8 concentric circles. Examine the beads. Each bead is made of a different metal, machined in exquisite detail. A tiny indentation in the bead fastens onto the string, a beam of coherent light. A small bridge anchors the bead to a partner in the neighboring channel. The beads are loose in their channels, so if you push on one, the other moves in tandem. Closer examination reveals 4 slight declivities in the shape of an X in the channels. If you move the beads into those spots, you might be able to lock the strings into place. Okay. In his French accent. The French accent. You slightly beat bridges into the deeper indentations, and they click audibly into place. Each of these strings shifts slightly in the visible spectrum, and the jangling, terrible noise these strings produced has changed to a pleasant hum. Each of the 8 strings is now in harmony with the others. Okay, let's play something. You stroke your hands across the strings, and lights appear above the instrument. Alright, what's that sound like? Does that sound something like... No, it doesn't sound like that. Does it sound like this? A strange interplay of colors flickers, not quite in time with the tune you play. But while images almost resolve, none quite cohere. You develop a headache, and your mouth fills inexplicably with a taste of sand. You stop playing. Once again I see your face, the surface lined with care.
Ready.
Once again it dawns on me
Yes.
that you're no longer there. Well, I'm not one to hide from
Song's actually
my
appropriate for this.
problems. I'd rather hold them to my heart.
You got it.
But then again, I always had you for context. Keep them from tearing me apart. And you always said you'd stand nearby, closer than any friend. Yes, we are on Spotify. Yep. And with you near, I felt faith to try. Let's see if I can find that part of the song. And we are on Google Play as well. I'll play you guys the instrument that I immediately thought of when I was thinking of this. This song is called Requiem, by the way, which I wrote really about my father. But it reminded me a little bit when I heard that instrument thing. All right, here we go. All right, so this is what it reminded me of. This is an instrument called an ebow. It's a guitar, but it's using, the strings are vibrating with the use of this electrical field set up by this thing called an ebow. And my guitarist plays with it all the time. Alright, so that's enough for now, but
Honestly.
needs more cowbell. But it just reminded me, that ebow thing. Right, okay, so let's save it here. Needs more cowbell. You need to explore the space, right? Okay. Yes, that's correct. Requiem. Drift back in 2006. Boy, it's hard to believe that album's 10 years old. Monomyth was 2010, and our new album will be coming out later this year, so. Band name is The Road. Yeah, first album was Drift, second album was called Monomyth. They're available on Google Play and iTunes and Spotify and I think Rhapsody and on CD Baby is where you can get our physical albums also. And then my band's third album is coming out later this year, probably titled Lament, or End of an Era. We're not sure, but it's in the final processes of mixing and mastering as we speak. So,
Ready.
all right. It just reminded me, because I've always loved his I love the ebow that he's used, so it reminded me of that. Endless Gate, Narcissus Tomb. Okay. No Bandcamp. I don't know if we're on Bandcamp or not. I know that we're on, like, last.fm. I mean, like, CD Baby basically propagates us to everywhere. Like, we're on YouTube Music as well. Why is my phone ringing? Hold on a second. Hello? Sorry, Allison from the random warranty department.
Yes. Now.
My apologies. But yeah, I do actually have a Bandcamp account for a couple, so I could check out 4135.
Yes.
All right, Descalti, I'll do this for you. Just for you, I will check out 4135. Love the random warranty department. It's just like, you know, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah from warranty department, like some recorded message, and I'm like, hi, I don't know how you got this number. Okay.
I'm ready. All right.
This fight came to an abrupt end with the realization that truth is irrelevant. Truth is irrelevant, all that matters, hello punctuation, in society's belief. Those that see the truth outside accepted beliefs can suffer in silence or cry out in futility one last time before they disappear. Peter the Wonder Goth.
Yes.
Peter the Wonder Goth. There's something tucked behind this marker. You struggle to wrench it free. As soon as you do, you realize, through an odd twist in your gut more than anything else, that this is some cast-off's Mirrorcaster. Tuck it away and turn your attention to the epitaph. Beautiful, beautiful Najma, a casualty of a war she had nothing to do with, 1999-2003. Interesting.
If you think that's best.
Okay. Flowers are a complex array of circuitry, each petal covered in carefully laid copper wires. Filaments run from the petals into a ruddy, strong glass sheath, ending in a now dead diode, the entire device pulsing with inner heat. The too-warm device hums and throbs in your hand, and though you hear no music, you realize your lips are mouthing the words to a song in a language you don't speak. Ask them for their home number. I know, but it was a recorded message, Dizzy, but I know, yeah. I love that Seinfeld thing. You feel the mirror this device contains blooming within you like a flowering, looping vine. Okay. Metallic petals of the device flutter in the slightest breeze. Light sparkles off the intricate circuitry within them. Alright, let's check it out. Red. It's the color of the sky as the sun sets behind the stacked hovels. It's the color of the dust that coats the massive obelisk rising beyond the hovels, holding back the endless waters of the oasis. It's the color of her skin. The woman's name is Sukya. Her skin turns red when she's afraid. A mutation. Red is the color of her blood running from the gash in her forehead. Red is your rage as you look at the two men who tower over her, laughing raucously, taking turns to vent their spite. You can smell it, the blood and their loathing. It stinks worse than Sukya's fear. Please, Sukya begs you. Please stop them. Help me. What's going on here? Human rights, mutie, one of them jeers. There ain't enough water to go around, but this troll Spore thinks she deserves more than the rest of us. Sukya starts to protect that it wasn't her, but the human kicks her in the face. You all do it! Don't think we ain't seen every one of you taking more than your daily cup. That should be enough for any filthy mutant, but no, now you got the Burgrave thinking about changing the damn laws. He kicks her again to make his point. The other one steps forward and looks down at you, blocking the sun. I bet you deserve as much as a human too, don't you? Think you're better than the rest of us? You think we'll just... You restore human rights to assault and murder? Doesn't seem like you thought this through. One of the men grabs the wrist of the other just as he's about to hit Sukya again. Bastard's right, Luds. We could get in trouble for this. Breathing heavy, Luds backs down. He looks up at the darkening sky. Right now we could, maybe. He turns and leers at you. But the grotto's a dangerous place. Who knows who could get hurt at night? They turn to leave. As they walk past you, Luds spits in your face. Watch your back, mutie. Next time it won't just be just two of us in broad daylight. Then they're gone. After they leave, a surgeon runs forward to attend Sukya's wounds. A small boy covered in blood blisters comes out from his hiding place to watch. An enormous mutant with an elongated neck towers over both of them. Oh, thank you, gameplay. A woman with blue skin runs out from her house. Ash, she shouts at the boy. You get home this instant! The boy tears himself away from Sukya and the surgeon. Suddenly he stops and looks up to you. They said they were coming back. What are we going to do? His mother Lali puts a hand on the boy's shoulder and also looks to you. What are we going to do? You feel the heat of several dozen eyes asking the same thing, looking to you for guidance. I talk to the large mutant. The mutant stands 2 meters tall without his long neck. His hands look strong enough to rip bricks in half. It's a wonder he didn't do anything to help Sukiya when he clearly could have. His voice, when it comes, is strange as sonorous, emerging from the multiple holes pierced through his neck. Zell will not feast until blood has come to rain, he says, and you realize he's talking about himself, not that he makes any sense. He looks directly at you. Zell desires blood to rain. Let's find out how Sukiya is. Sukiya looks up. Her skin is multi-hued now and reeks of overcooked vegetables. Pain. Thanks for your help, she manages. You know what I miss? She's obviously half dazed as she speaks. Your music. You used to write the most moving songs. I miss your songs. Let's talk to the mother and her boy. We should fight! The boy Ash grins with sharp yellow teeth. There are lots of us. We can take them. Hush, child. His mother taps him lightly on the back of his head. A blood blister pops covering her hand with a sticky, smelly goo. Damn. Anyway, don't listen to him. We're not fighters, you know that. The woman Lolly looks over to where the surgeon is ministering to Sukiya. You shouldn't ask me what I think. I think we should just keep our heads down, but that won't stop this, will it? I wonder if anything can. Okay, let's talk to the surgeon. I'm playing along, Gecko. How are you? All 3 of Misha's hands are busy, fussing over Sukiya with several different pastes, injectors, and spray canisters. Can't take much more of this, she mutters. I mean, all of us. Seems like someone comes in here causing trouble every week now. As if life in the Morphling Grotto weren't hard enough. She slams 3 ciphers down at once and glowers at you. What we should do is talk to the Burgrave. He might actually be able to do something. Not that he would. Not that Evanis could even get to him without trouble. But it might be the only chance we have. Let's go get the Burgrave. You follow the path the thugs took to leave the Gecko. I'm doing fine, thank you. You follow the path the thugs took to leave the grotto. It leads you away from the towering obelisk down a winding road shadowed by tall sandstone buildings on either side. I love the little sand effect here, like the little blowing wind effect that they have in these things. The closer you get to the main town, the more humans there are. Every one of them stares at you. Some turn away quickly, feigning nonchalance. Others curl their lips in disgust. A few tell you to go back where you came from. The waste, preferably. One warns you you'll die out here, but the way he says it seems like he hopes he's the one who kills you. In the town square, you are shoved and jostled on all sides. What few kind faces there are steer clear of you entirely. Finally, you reach the Burgrave's tower. The tower marks the center of the town square. It is clearly not of the Ninth World. It is made of some older material, tipping so much it's a wonder it hasn't collapsed yet. The Burgrave is easy to find. He stands in front of the tower, a stout man in a colorful robe, more colorful than most Jerboan citizens. His robe is adorned with various pearlescent beads and discs that mark his station. He's speaking with a richly dressed man and woman. The Burgrave does not seem to have noticed you, but the couple he is speaking to are clearly disgusted by your arrival. I'll wait patiently. It takes a long time for them to finish their business. The couple seems grateful for the Burgrave's apparent ignorance of your presence. Finally, they leave. The Burgrave turns to you, apparently surprised to find you standing there. What brings a mutant out here? You state your case, telling him of the attack on Sukiya and the thugs warning that they would return. He waits patiently for you to finish the whole tale. I have to admit, your tale is somewhat hard to believe. I heard of a scuffle in the grotto, but nothing came of it. And you don't seem very urgent about it either. Oh, good crap. That was the wrong... Oh, it was the wrong choice. Wrong choice. That means by the time I get back, it'll be too late. Sorry, but unless something happens, there's little I can do. You thank him and return home. Great. There are very few people in the street outside the grotto in this time of night. Suddenly a few figures emerge from the shadows. 2 of them are humans from before. Well now, one says, leering. What are you doing out? A gleam in his hand tells you they are carrying more than fists this time. More figures emerge, surrounding you. The scrape of metal sends a shiver up your spine. I've just talked to the Burgrave. If you'll kill me, you'll know what you're doing and take action. You think you can use the same trick twice, Muty? The Burgrave's in his tower and you're alone in a dark alley. Ain't nobody's gonna care about you. Without warning, you are struck from behind. Red stars swirl across your vision, but you aren't given the pleasure of unconsciousness. More blows rain down. Plain lances through your ribs, across your back, and between your legs. A knife slices fire across your neck, and then it's over. Their footsteps tap lightly on the street. You take comfort in the fact that having expended their anger on you, the things are
I'm
walking
ready to
away
learn
from the
something
grotto.
new.
Great. That was a big fail. Blah. That sucked. Alright. Okay, so dismay. Cipher limit increase. That could be useful, actually. Oh, I get both of those. Oh, nice. Alright, choose abilities to learn. Sound the echo. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff. 2 points. Targeting eye. Entropic field. Okay. Sight action. Quantum step. Energize. Unstoppable force. Gravity manipulation. Data sphere link. Okay. So now I can carry more ciphers. Okay, I think I actually want to keep it the way it is for right now. Okay.
Go.
Now let's get to the main area, please. Main area blocks. Okay, here we go.
Ready.
All right.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Updated my journal.
Into the Endless Gate. Okay, see you, Inquisitor. Thanks for stopping by, man. As always. Whoa. The cloying figures release you, perhaps knowing there is nowhere for you to go. You are within the Endless Gate now. You are theirs. The air is chill and moist. Screams of agony permeate the darkness around you, and you sense something watching. There is no choice but to venture forth.
I'm going.
The hell is that? It's like a starfish. Several people have been flayed. Oh, God. That answers the question. Their skins stretched into grotesque banners, faces contorted. What's up, Gavin? Nice. Oh, cool, man. Well, good luck on the end of the semester, Inquisitor. That will be awesome. The skins flap back and forth in a wind you do not feel. Beyond them, you see a clear passage deeper into this hell. Suddenly, a pair of eyes snap open. These are not flayed skins, but living people. Kill us, it rasps. The children brought us here not to die, but to suffer. To feed the things that live here. Slowly. Eternally. No! The skin behind the first, partially obscured in the dark mist, shakes herself awake. Her face remains twisted in agony even as she speaks. Our deaths make them stronger. If you kill us, you will only die here as well. Run, save yourself. There's only death. A third voice moans from the darkness behind the first two. Its eyes remain closed, its mouth gnarled in an ugly grimace. Kill us or the children, or both, or neither. It does not matter. Death is all that awaits you. The three skins squeeze their eyes shut. Their mouths open in wordless screams as some new agony befalls them. A malevolent presence weighs down upon you. Something watches with eager anticipation and almost wants you to kill them. I would put them out of their misery if it wasn't for they almost want us to. Good God, man. Dude! The hell?
I'm surrounded.
I've noticed. I'm surrounded. What was your first clue?
Missed.
With an 80
Of course.
Ready to take on the world.
Okay. Oh, man.
Much better.
This is how you do that. Get over here, punk. Wow, 1 point, huh?
Learning begets doing. Or is it the other one?
All right. Ooh, that would be lovely. Let's do a warp dash. I know, right, Gavin? Dead. The hell was that? The freak was that? What's up, Saber? What the flip?
Gods!
I feel like I can take on the world.
Yeah, just a giant mouth vomiting blood. No problem.
Yes.
Jesus, like...
Ready.
That was deeply disturbing.
Doing begets learning. I guess.
Okay, good. I'm glad I got spray flesh, because I'm about to use some right now.
Thank you. Ha! Ah, much better.
What's up, Diginferno? Unofficial advice when you say the game. Oh, yeah. Hello, Hit Girl. Yeah, no, for sure, Gavin. No problem there. Trust me, I'll be doing exactly that. Damn, that was,
Yes.
I'm not going to go anywhere close to that spot.
Go.
These skins are like the others you met, alive in internal pain. One of them snaps its eyes open as you approach. Kill us. You will reach the center more quickly. No! When we die, they grow stronger. You will never survive. So that's like a shortcut. But it means I gotta attack all these guys. Man.
You won't notice I'm gone.
Forward. Onward.
Fine.
Hey, what's up, crazy? Okay, they don't all get to go first, which is nice. Actually, you notice how it says 20 out of 32? So I bet they'd be stronger if I hadn't done that. Okay, I really want this to work. Thank you.
I'm ready.
More damage would have been nice. Keep them spread out. Oh, yeah? Alright, I'm about to get...
Who's going to stop us now? You got it.
Move ourselves out of a potential flank. I guess he could try to flank. Wow, that's a pretty nasty weapon, actually. Of course, there was a miss. Nice. Nice, down we go, Medkina. Alright. Yeah, that's right, you missed. Oh, I freaking hate that hook thing, man, when I'm not doing it. Ah, you missed, suck it. Oh god, here we go. Oh!
I'm surrounded.
I noticed. Oh, all characters. No, 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 no.
I can breathe again. Go.
Learning begets doing. Or is it the other way?
Alright. Allegorn. Ah, I can't quite get to you. That sucks. Domus. Thank you. Sickle time is what we're talking about. Get over there, and please attract everyone's attention. Come this way. Come this way. Not at him. Come at me. Come at me, bro. But this time I do not want it to miss.
This should be spectacular.
Nice. Okay. Nice. That's fine. You want to bring him over and attack? That's fine. You go right after him. You go after my tank. You go right after him.
Faltering. I'm hurt.
Ah, man. Shoot. And it is. Man. Thought I had that, man. Thought I had that. All right, well.
Learning begets doing. Or is it the other way?
Really wish I could attack these guys.
All right.
Yeah, that's something I could do.
Oh, is it the same guy who did Planescape Torment?
Let's go all. You and me.
Damn it. Crap. Good start. Ow.
I'm surrounded.
That's the only one that it hit? Really?
Yes. Now.
Good God, man.
I can breathe again.
Alright. Shoot, man.
All right, Rin. You can do this.
Yeah, I probably should have been doing more healing with Rin. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Okay, no problem, Crazy. Yeah, I'm glad it was working. Yeah, in my opinion, my least favorite part of the game is the combat. I don't particularly care for the combat.
They never seem to run out.
Let's go.
Nice.
On my way.
Attack me, attack me. Oh, God damn it. Alright. Oh, perfect. Domus.
This should be spectacular. They call me the White Death.
Warp dash, kablam. And flanked.
As if there were any
Kapow! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, pretty much, Dizzy, you're right. I always got her with the hook. That's not that bad, actually. I like that this thing up there is just like the darkness. That's fine. I like dot's turn. Oh, crap. Really, really creepy. Alright.
Yes. Who's going to stop us now?
Okay.
Missed.
On 80%, you've been XCOM'd. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Alright. Well, let's...
Sure. I don't
Not
know what
wild about this
is,
run, but...
I like it.
Next time.
Oh, XCOMing!
They never seem to run out.
I actually want you to pretty much just stay there, I think.
Here we go then.
Yeah, screw that. Just attack normally. If you don't like the run, just walk. That's right, you missed. Gonna get another one of these. Yeah, I was worried about that. Oh, God. Rin with the massive hit.
I need to shake this. Ready.
Let's go.
Need to heal Rin.
My head doesn't hurt as much anymore. It still hurts though.
Heal back and forth.
Much better.
Of course.
Okay. Did not want him to miss that time. Let's get away from that freaking inhale thing. That's right, bleeding. Have a seat. Alright, now I'm at Kina. That's right, 90%. Alright. Gavin, that's funny. That's right, you missed. Jeez, that's quite a long inhale. I thought I had it extended up beyond that. No, I don't like it. Not that either.
That's the last time
Nice.
you'll touch me.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Away from there.
Ready.
Alright, let's heal. Let's heal yourself, actually. You're in the most danger.
That's a lot better. You bet.
Okay. I want this fight over. Yes.
Who's next?
Woof.
On it.
This little battle has been not easy. Fog of War. I don't need that.
I'm ready if you are.
Yes. Thank you.
There we go. Okay. My speed is awfully low. And so is Machina's. So let's see if we can get some of that speed back.
Yes.
Okay. Let's use some speed on her as well.
What now?
And I have something for might, I believe, right? Yes. Let's use might on him.
What?
There we go.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to pick up some other stuff. An axe and some shins. I'm pretty underwhelmed with this loot, I gotta be honest. This loot is not getting the job
Yes.
done. Alright. More of these dudes. And again, if I let them do what they wanted, I would be making the cultists stronger. So I think I'm doing the right thing here and letting them stay alive, but it's definitely not easy. These skins are like the others, their faces warped in unspeakable agony. One of them snaps its eyes open as you approach.
What kind of face what lies beyond here? Flee and save yourself.
Fool! Here's our chance at freedom. Who else will ever release us?
Yes, yes, kill us, and nothing at all foul will befall you.
Thanks, Gavin. Alright.
Doing it now.
My question is, can I get to the...
Of course.
One moment, and it's done.
I wonder, probably going to be over here is where that mouth comes from, I'm
All right.
guessing. I know, right, X5? Oh, god damn it. Oh, good, it wasn't the hook. There's the stupid hook. Not a fan of that hook. I'm in big trouble. Alright. Do not want to miss. You were all demoralized, and I'm out. Okay.
Sure.
Let's see. Alright, you get over here, Mr. Scorpion.
Get over here!
On a 90%. On a 90%. Come on. Come on with this nonsense. A 90%. Yep.
Taste of death for you. Yes!
It was a weak 90%, yeah. Glad that's where that's coming from. 90%. This is what eventually took me off of XCOM because I just couldn't stand it anymore. I was so tired of these, you know, ugh. Alright, she can heal herself, so she'll be okay. So... Actually, everybody needs this help, so... I really want Allegurn back up in better condition. Okay, Rin. Oh my god, Rin is out of... Oh, crap. Alright, well... In that case, I want you hiding. Man. I got a healer.
My head doesn't hurt as much anymore.
Okay, I had to heal her.
It still hurts though.
Come here, punk.
Do you have anything that stops bleeding? Or dying?
Okay. So this is not good. Definitely not good. I don't know whether to trust 95%.
Taste of death for you. Yes.
Okay. This is very bad. This is very, very bad. This is very bad. Yep. 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 I'm sorry, that 90% thing is garbage. I don't like the fact, I like the fact that in most of these things you can avoid
Alright.
fights. The only way to avoid fights here is to kill these guys. And I don't... Ugh. Irritating.
I'm ready. On it.
You want it done right.
I mean, I understand the... I don't know. I get the whole statistics thing. I just... It's one of the reasons I got sick of Fallout for the same reason. Fallout 1. I remember in Fallout 1, I've told this story before. Walk up to the guy. Literally, I was specialized in pistols. Specialized, okay? And I walk up to him, the guy is on his knees, execution style, like this, and I miss. And I immediately was like, great. Quit, uninstall the game, never play it again. I'm like, I'm sorry. You will never miss that shot. Ever. Just absolutely ridiculous. Utterly, completely ridiculous.
Now I can breathe again.
Thank you. Nope. No critical miss, no gun misfire. Nope. He just missed at point blank range. And my point is, statistically, it was like a 96% chance. My point is that should be a 100% chance. You can never miss that shot. If you were specialized in it and you were standing right next to the guy and the gun doesn't misfire and he's on his knees solid and your gun is this far from his head, just no. No, 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 no. Do not buy it.
I'm faltering. I'm hurt.
What is that? That feels great.
That was all I needed to know. At that point, I'm like, nope. Oh, what do you mean attack out of range? What? Good. Alright, what's up, Duke Jason? Ow. Okay. You are clustered, however, like nice honey bunches of oats. And I really don't want you to miss, so please don't.
A little surprise for you. As if there were any doubt.
Okay,
of my
good.
skill.
Nice, you can do anything but in... Alright, good. I don't like my position of my main guy, but otherwise this is...
I'm faltering.
Ow!
I'm hurt.
Alright, well I take that back.
Much better.
I was doing great until that happened. Oh, that's not good.
On it.
Get the hell out of Dodge. Okay, she still doesn't have any healing left, which is very bad.
I'm so sorry.
Nice. Yeah, we've had this for a couple of years, I believe. Actually, Dizzy will know because he was on it much longer than I was. When this all started, I think it was I think it was like 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I believe. Side. I hate to do this, but I got to keep him up and running.
Like stripping a memory.
That's good, man. I'm glad. That's fine. He's the guy I want you attacking. Alright. Nice. Nice. Now get the hell out of here.
I'm there.
Run, 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 run. That's it.
See me suffering?
These piercing things suck. Let's see. Let's go with that.
Thanks.
It's the channel, not GOG. I'm talking about the channel, yeah. The Twitch channel is 4 years old. Is that what it is, Saber? Okay. Yeah, Saber also. But Saber, you weren't here from the very beginning, were you, or were you? Let's see.
There we go.
Okay. I keep forgetting she doesn't have that anymore. God damn it. She'll probably miss this.
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah,
Of course.
that's fine. Just run, get the hell out of there. Saber's the founder of GOG. Okay. So let's see.
Yes.
Okay. What the hell that was? No idea what just happened there. Okay, this is a little bit dangerous, but I need to inflict... This is gonna be dangerous, but I gotta take a shot.
A taste of death for you. They call me the White
Yes.
Death for a reason.
Okay, we got 2 left. Hello, Martian
I
Angel.
think I need to lie down.
Oh! Critical hit is not what I was hoping for. Oh my god, critical hit on her was not what I was hoping for. Let's see. First of all, heal her.
That's a lot better.
Alright. And...
Let's go.
give it a shot.
Maybe I need another god for this. All right, Ren.
10% was not going to get it done. Alright, let's see.
He never seems to run out.
Get over here, scorpion style. Did you miss? What the crap is that? What? Oh, okay, so, oh, okay. Alright, so my hook on him is out of range, but his hook on me is not out of range. Is that how this works? Really? My hook on him is not out of range, but his hook on me is clearly out of range. That's how we do things here. That's how we manage things, is exactly that way. Really. 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 Just want to be clear, I understand.
A little surprise for
Jesus.
you.
No, I'm not close to rage quitting the game, but like, what the flip, man?
They call me the White Death for a reason.
I mean, good God.
Ready to take on the world.
Your hook is made in China, apparently. It really is. Yeah, exactly, Dr. Death Knight. I couldn't say it better, exactly. Combat's terrible. And I mean, I understand that's not the focus of the game, but jeez, like, what the hell, man? Like, please. Let's get it together.
Learning begets doing. Or is it the other way?
3 out of 32. Oh, okay. Good.
Who's next?
Freaking got it. Jesus. That right there was nuts. Absolutely nuts.
On it.
Man, this is going to be tough because I've used up a lot of my stuff already just to get this far.
Of course. Here. Now.
Alright, you don't have any of those left.
Right.
You do, but you can't use them out of combat or something? You don't have any of those
You
left.
insist.
You're a moderator over at Sega? Oh, nice. A lot of stuff to sell. Alright. That doesn't help. I got pretty much nothing. This is not going to end well. This is not going to end well.
Learning begets doing. Or is it the other way?
Because I do not have many options here.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's Don Quixote. It's my boy. It's my boy Don Quixote. I think it's very solid, Linky. By the way, I should say to everybody that I will be giving way in about 10 minutes or so, although he may be a few minutes late. Just letting you know, he may be a few minutes late, in which case that's fine, to my good friend Chrono Wolf, who will be hanging out with you guys and playing, and I forget actually what it is that he's bringing. Give me a second here. I forget what he's playing. Oh, Fallout 3. That's right. He's playing modded Fallout 3, which is cool. My friend, I'd nearly given up hope of seeing you again, and here we are in a haunted and murderous land. The foul leader of these children awaits us. I have forgotten what you said the children did, but I have no doubt they are guilty of horrendous, unforgivable crimes. When you strike him, I will be at your side. Of course, if you wish to parley with the villain first, to avoid unnecessary bloodshed, I will wait here, until bloodshed is inevitable. Was it difficult getting here? Thankfully, no. Haha. Several of these foul children stood in my way, but I've defeated every one. But I hardly need to tell you, I'm sure. You must have seen those corpses on your way here. Oh yes, those. Oh dear. How thoughtless of me. I should have left a foe or two for you to face along the way. How dull your journey must have been. I beg your forgiveness. Yeah, you've done a bang-up job, my boy. Bang-up job. You've been here for a while. What has Innifer been doing? Standing. Muttering, plodding, I'd say. He looks the type. I'm going to speak with him now. Indeed, do what you must. Save the game. With your very low health. I'd like to rest. Can I rest? Kiyatawa. Alright. Ah, it's the investigator. Good to see you again. I thought I had you fooled. A lost little girl surrounded by inhuman cannibals. We managed to underestimate each other, didn't we? Let's see. You were spotted in the marketplace. That's what gave you away. Someone saw me in the seconds after I ate the corpse that changed me and you managed to find them. You deserved to catch me, but you didn't. I've been wondering, what would have happened if I told you the truth? If I confessed the moment we met? What would you have done? Despite everything, I would have found a way to help you. Help? So you're one of those. Let me ease your conscience. The damage was done years ago. By the time I joined the Dendra Ohur, I had killed 3 people who were trying to kill me. I had a voice screaming in my head that my existence was wrong. The Endless Gate saved me. Gave me peace, purpose. I don't regret killing Folsom's boy. His death brought me here. It brought me peace. Don't you feel guilty for what you've done? Why should I? Was life in the underbelly so wonderful? What did I steal from them that was worth keeping? My whole life I've had a voice in my head, whispering, shouting that I was someone else, making sacrifices to the Endless Gate. Shut her up. Why should I suffer? Why should my life be a misery so other people can live? Anyone would have done the same in my place. Anyone. I was wrong. You do feel guilty. Are you happy here? I should have known I'd find you here. What? You think I found a place of honor here? They don't trust me. None of them do. Why don't they trust you? Because I'm one of them. The Flesh Eaters. They wanted to release me when I arrived, but Innifer stopped them somehow. Gods know why, but I'm not leaving his side. Even here, I'm not. Innifer accepts me. He understands, I think. Alright. So, first things first. I've got to heal up some stuff. So, I've got some speed points. Use that on me. Alright, I need to do some healing. Whoops. Let's see. Minus 7 out of 8. I need intellect. Alright,
Don't push me.
okay, intellect. Sorry. I'm feeling this. Thanks, Duke. I appreciate it. And yes, I do. Thank you very much to Kanji. I appreciate it, man.
Yes.
Yeah, in fact, on Saturday, on Saturday, we have, on my channel, we have my voice acting team is going to be doing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. And they have been doing stuff for me for a while, so yeah, if you dig this kind of thing, that would be my recommendation. I had the wrong one. There we go. Okay, more points of intellect. I feel like I'm using these up a lot, but I feel like I've got to because of the fight that we're about to go under. Alright, this is... Thank you, Duke Jason, for the follow over my channel. I appreciate it. Oh, man, do I have any of the speed moss left? I do. Okay.
I hear and I go.
Alright.
Here.
What else have I got? This is called cashing in, is what this is. This is called cashing in my chips. Oh, Fleos is doing his 24-hour charity stream. Oh, really? Awesome. That's super awesome. Yeah, that's right. I forget who he does that for. Who is he doing that for again? Because I forget. That's awesome, man. Fleos is good people, so you guys should definitely check him out. Okay, we're going to do that. Speed, not might. Okay.
Here.
Let's use this on me.
Now. Don't push me.
Thank you, Linky Binky. Welcome over to the Arbonauts in my channel. Alright.
Yes.
I do not have a lot of options left, to be honest. I have...
What?
Yes.
Alright, well, I've done the best I can. I will then follow and follow 5 times. It won't pick it up more than the first time, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Duke. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, thanks. By the time he wakes up from being drunk, he'll be maybe able to be back and hang out with us. Alright, I don't think Chrono Wolf is here yet, so this is perfect. Finish up with this dude if we can. This man is long-limbed and bony, unmuscled with a sunken chest, sparse hair and a scarred scalp. Rags hang from his slumping body. He wears the cast-off tattoo, but he's like no cast-off you've seen. He regards you with bloodshot eyes, fever-mad. But just as the pupils remain black and pure amid the veins, you sense something hard and sane within the madness. His words are hoarse and dangerous.
You've come too far. Too far by far. There is no escape. None leave the gate. Hope no, hope speak or not, he will die here or not, should not have come. Such a pretty brother. Father's loving touch on every inch of you. Born to run among the sunlit lilacs, Selah, singing hey lie to the gustless strum. Such splendid dreams. But you're the one who fell, aren't you? We smelled you cooking in the sky. Always a black omen, a falling star. Our Father in heaven never showers gifts. No, sows trouble. And the reaper comes to harvest. Crops we all are till we come a cropper. Now you've wandered far away to where woe holds sway, poorly choosing when you chose woes, here beyond the gate, hate. The children love playmates, your nieces, nephews. They've learned wild lessons as if from father's lips. Pain. Taught with teeth, father did, and I gobbled up every scrap. But he kissed you, didn't he? Perhaps that's the sharper bite.
He sees the twisted Marecaster in your possession, and his eyes creak open, a sudden hunger and anger laid bare in them. Then it is gone, but you notice he glances at the Marecaster every few moments as though to assure himself it's still there.
Life of my life, why does he have what it will be done?
This broken Marecaster. It's yours, isn't it?
Locked, little brother, not broken. Or better yet, disarmed, unfanged. I scoured far and burrowed deep to make this mine primed for my mind, set to blast apart the husk our father left behind. Or did you think it a toy, brother? A spyglass to scry past where your eyes can see, an iron bar to pry me open, a way to wallow in the soiled oily wake I've left upon the tides. I found it, hid it, locked it. In your hand it's just ballast, nothing more.
I think you wanted it found. Why else would you hide it in a tomb that is tied so closely to you?
But why? Why would I want it found? I don't, but then I don't, do I? He does, always he.
Perhaps it wasn't your want, brother. Perhaps it was someone else's idea.
No. Yes. Why build a moon if not to pull at our tides? Tides, like a puppet on strings, strummed like the Gusta humming his song. Give it to me, brother, and I'll go to the sea and sink it in the sound's unsounded depths and never hear it again.
Take it and leave the valley. Okay, hey, Wolf.
Take my path.
Inaffair snatches the twisted Marecaster from your hand and sighs. His eyes close, and you feel the world about you begin to shift and churn. That's good, Chrono. We should be all good to go in just a minute. I'm wrapping up here with this quest. Everything goes dark and empty, save for voices almost as soft as silence itself. I dated that.
I'm ready to pick my path.
I need to talk to you.
Somehow, Inaffair's decision to close the gate forces you back outside. Inaffair is gone, there's no telling where, but the gate is closed behind you. Without the gate, the cultists have no reason to kill anymore. Or less reason, at least. You're not the only thing that's been expelled from the gate. A small pile of objects lies at your feet. That was well done. A knight should always seek a peaceful resolution to problems. To treat bloodshed as the last resort. Well done, noble knight. Very well done. All right, why are you closing your eyes? Our adventure together is done. It is time to find another. But eyes are poor organs. They can only see things as they are. Indeed, I will walk until I am needed, listening for the cries of the lost and the weeping of the hopeless. Only deprived of sound can I feel the tugging of destiny upon my heart, leading me where I must go. Well, thank you, Gavin. I really appreciate that very much. I appreciate that. And you should tell Mark Yoelem that he did a good job on that character, too, in writing him, so I appreciate it. As a writer myself, Gavin, I always appreciate, well-written characters. And I have to say that, honestly, I found the NPCs in this game really interesting and frankly more compelling than the PCs. Like, I find my own personal companions to be but the NPCs I think are really interesting. So, is that a kidnapped child I hear? I will soon find out. Where are you going again? Where I am needed. I love my boy Don Quixote. Okay. So, let me just talk to him, Chrono, level up, and I'll be good.
What do you need? Yeah?
Well, I'll talk to him.
Inafir. Another cast off, another stain. Look, I've got to ask. Why do you think so many of your kind
Exactly
cause
because of-
so much pain?
Because we're born into danger? Because the sorrow hunts us all from the moment of our birth? Because so many people hate us for the accident of our birth and the crimes of our creator? I don't know, Aligern. Why don't you tell me? Hold on, I didn't say you... Oh, and why not? I mean, look at me. I'm the White Death. I've killed armies of men. I've made my share of orphans. I served the old Memavira, the Bloom. It's not like my hands are clean. But it's not like yours are either, are they? Point taken. What's your take, then? Why do so many ordinary humans cause so much pain? But ordinary people also bring good. I'm trying to think of a cast-off known for good deeds and greatness, and I can't. Perhaps they all take after their sire, at least on some level. Doesn't mean they don't exist. Maybe. Doesn't seem like your type's really cut out for a life of anonymity, though. Anyway, let's get moving, eh? Alright, let's move on. Let's level her up. Woo! I didn't know that I was going to get through that, guys. Exactly. Take that, Aligern. Part of the reason I did that, the main reason was the lore reason, because I felt like that's how we acted. I don't really hate Inafir. I just think that the guy, under the circumstances, this is really all the fault of our sire. Can we just blame it's Dad's fault, okay? Basically, that was part of it. The other part was, I don't know that I would survive a fight. I mean, if I had gotten into a fight, I do not know that I would have managed that, quite honestly. Okay, I want to increase my might a little bit. Or her might, I should say. Lucky combatant, 15% on attacks, cipher limit increase, and amman-erotic field. Nice. So illusory warrior, summon a psychic construct that helps you flank your enemies. That's pretty sweet. Ooh, that's pretty awesome. Look at that. Anelidic attack. Weapon damage plus 3. If it has any negative fettles, you regain health equal to 50% of the damage dealt. Oh. I like that. Father issues, the game. Torment, father issues. I mean, you know. Look, I mean, sort of. That is really useful for her. Okay. Cool. He's about halfway. A little less than halfway. She's a little bit more than halfway. All right. We're going to pick these things up. We have to pick. We're going to get out to the main room, and then we're going to stop. Enigmatic sphere. An impossible blade. Ooh. He seems to have an impossible blade. Relativistic ignores resistance damage. Whoa. All right. Wait a second. Wait a second. 8 physical, 7 chemical. Sonic Blade. Sonic Blade. All right. Can you use that? Nice.
Sure.
Man, I cannot believe that all my people somehow made it out of there alive. All right, we're getting back to the main area, and then we're stopping. If you can show my raspy voice for that long, sure. You're wrestling a cold and a flu? Oh my god, dude. What the hell happened, man? You move out there, and all of a sudden, Chrono moves out to the west, and all of a sudden he just gets hit with cold and flu season all over the place. Okay, can you help me rest, please? Not you. Is it you? I closed the gate. Hopefully the cultists will stop bothering you soon. Truly? Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Both the living and the dead are forever in your debt. I regret I have nothing to give you. You don't have much in the way of personal possessions. However, there's one who might. Ronos Kaisul. He likes to collect odd relics from the alcoves outside. Too many rads, man. He would be more than happy to reward you on our behalf, I'm sure, if he has anything to give. Seek him out in the valley. I'm gonna rest first. Woo! Okay. Problem is I used pretty much all of my equipment is the problem there. Like, I used all of my equipment. Wish there was like an auto sort or something.
You've got it.
Alright, let me take a look. We got all this here. Endless horror. I convinced him to close it, so I've just got to go back and take care of that, and that'll be the endless horror. So, good. That is what I'm talking about, and we will get back to that. Okay. We will get back to that. But it is not going to be right now, because instead, what we are going to do is we are going to give way to my good friend Chrono Wolf. What is this giveaway? Is there a giveaway going on? Oh, for the promo? Do we have a giveaway going on for the promo? I didn't know that. I've doped up on meds, so I'm ready. Is that true, or am I crazy? Do we have a giveaway? I don't remember seeing that on Skype. I mean, maybe, but am I wrong? I don't know. I don't know. Can someone confirm? Because I want to make sure. Oh, oh. No, I meant I would give way, as in allow Chrono Wolf to take on. Okay, there's no giveaway, but I will give way too. Although there are giveaways on my chat. So, but this has been a lot of fun, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I really enjoyed today. Really some cool story stuff. And it is, you know, it is fun to be able to do some of the voice acting when you can really kind of sink your teeth into some of the voices. It's some of the characters. It's pretty cool. If you like what you saw and heard, please make sure to follow GOG. Please subscribe to the channel. I will be on for you guys. I'm done in like 2 minutes. I will be back on for you guys next week here when we will be playing Dungeons & Dragons with the GOG stream team. D&D is my favorite game. What a shock. And I play lots of them, so if you want to see that, that's cool. If you want to find me, you'll be here in a week on GOG. I'll also be on my channel later this week with a creative stream. I also have a Talisman tournament running right as we speak. So if you check out my channel, I've got a Talisman tournament going on. And I also want to mention, for those of you who love J.R.R. Tolkien and love Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, I have a new pen and paper campaign launching next Tuesday, right before this show, from noon to 3 p.m. Eastern on my channel, Adventures in Middle-earth. It is literally this. Adventures in Middle-earth, which is the new system from Cubicle 7. It's actually sponsored by Cubicle 7, this campaign is. So we'll have giveaways of the books for you, the PDFs of the books, I should say. We're going to have some people with sort of hanging out. So Cubicle 7 is sponsoring us, and our players, and those are Terry Toons and Trendane, who are regulars on my channel. Trendane's also a voice actor. Will from Encounter Roleplay, and that Bronze Girl, a Twitch streamer. All of those folks are going to be part of this campaign. So if you guys like pen and paper and you want to check out stuff like that, this is the place to go, because that's what I'm going to be doing. So that's going to be a week from today. So a lot of D&D on my stream, so definitely check it out if you were interested in that. Otherwise, though, stick around, because Chrono Wolf now is going to be playing modded Fallout 3. And if you guys know anything at all about Chrono Wolf, you know that when this man steps down to mod, he steps down with style. So he is modding within a business. So I imagine you're going to see Fallout 3, and it's going to be just rainbows and unicorns everywhere you look. I mean, irradiated raincorns, okay? But unicorns everywhere you look, rainbows just from Chrono Wolf. So check him out. Stick around. As for me, that's it. I'll see all of you wonderful people a week from now on GOG, and hopefully earlier than that on my channel as well. Thank you guys all so much for being here, and I will catch all of you wonderful people very soon. Until then, have a good night. Bye-bye.